So much of my life I've wasted and trying to get over you. And I was the kind who would have waited. Yeah, girl, I would have waited for you. Now only time can tell about the hell that I went through. It don't matter anymore, you're up a score and you made your last move. I'm sorry, don't love me. I'm sorry, don't care for me. I'm sorry, don't pick my heart up off the floor and put it back into. Sorry, don't love me, but I bet you knew. So much time I drank away, I can't remember who I am. Just the shell of a man that can't even stand on his own 2 feet. Cause I run back to you, then I lose, and I don't want to taste defeat. Sorry, don't love me. Sorry, don't care for me. Sorry, don't pick my heart up off the floor and put it back into. Sorry, don't love me, but I bet you knew. I know I've come a long way, but there's only so much my heart can take. Sorry, don't love me. Sorry, don't care for me. Sorry, don't pick my heart up off the floor and put it back into. Sorry, don't love me, but I bet you knew. But I bet you knew. But I bet you knew.
Yo, 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 what's cracking, everybody? Outlaw here, Dads After Dark. Speaking of what's cracking, I'll tell you what's cracking. That's the top of this brute can on this second rodeo I'm enjoying right now. Second rodeo, you got that right. That's Lost 40, buddy, all day, every day. Let me tell you a little bit about that Lost 40. Tell you how you get some. You go by their tap room over there at 501 Bird Street, Little Rock, Arkansas, 72202. Walk in with a growler. Let them fill one up, fresh off the taps, right there at the bar. Check them out on the inner tubes, www.lost40brewing.com. Give them a call, 501-319-7275, or get on the social media. Track them down on the Instagram, look them up on the Facebook. Whatever you do, just make sure you tell them Dads After Dark sent you. Get by there today. Hook yourself up with some Lost 40. Bicycle.
After dark, grilling in the park, making back ribs on the grill. Me and my wife, Netflix and chill. Sweet tea, roller cooler, lawnmowers, blah blah blah. Mom's in the morning, they talking, it's kinda boring. Bourbon, Velcro, New Balances, tatted on my nose. Mickey G, funny packs, hats on me. Blue jean shorts, yeah, that kinda short. Dads After Dark, Dads After Dark. After dark.
Yo, what's up, big country? Man, I spent a minute on it.
And welcome to Dads After Dark Radio.
Perfect timing. Weed brownies?
We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube.
Look at the fancy writing. Who did that?
And we've got Miss Kim Cheeseman. What is that? What is that?
Fancy writing on
Look
that
at
thing.
here. So,
Love our family.
so kid told Santa, bring me a sibling for Christmas. Santa told kid, bring me your mom
Around April. Oh, dude.
Oh, good Lord. Did you hear that?
No, I
joke?
didn't hear it. What's
I'm
that again?
sorry.
Say it again.
Sorry, everybody. So I'm TikToking as usual, and we always get random stuff in TikTok, but dude just said,
Kimmy, what are you doing? Come sit down.
dude just said, hey, kid told me to bring him a sibling for Christmas. Santa replied, bring me your mom around April. Oh, that was epic. So, so we asked Mama Cheesy, Miss Kim Cheeseman, to
Well, guys, before we do that, we're live on Facebook. I'm your host, Mikey G. We got Smokestack Rodney Lewis, Outlaw
We're
Shane
doing
Predator.
what we were wanting
I know.
to do just
yeah.
now.
Whatever. And Miss Kim
Hey.
Cheeseman. What's up, Kimmy?
Mama Cheeseman.
Oh,
Hey,
not much.
everybody. So there's Miss Mama Cheesy over there.
I made y'all some.
Mikey
y'all are my
G.
guinea
Look,
pigs.
she came with brownies.
No,
man.
they're actually not brownies, and y'all are my guinea pigs. So
Dude wants to know if we got
listen,
any-
If they're not good, don't tell people on the air. But they're called Crown Royal cookies.
What?
Yes.
That would go good with my Crown Royal
And
beverage.
but listen, it's the first time I made them, and I don't think I did good. And I think a couple of them are just a tad bit burnt. I haven't baked a cookie in a year.
Go Hogs. That's what's up.
Dude wants to know if we got any land he can turkey hunt on.
Man, there's all kind of land. I don't know if the owners will get mad
Outlaw,
at you.
grab a
but
cookie.
Last time I went turkey hunting, everybody in the frozen food section got pissed.
Yeah, they will.
If they're bad, just fake it and act like.
All right, so how'd you make them?
Well, it's a recipe.
Well,
I found
Crown,
with Crown Royal.
So,
But like I said, I haven't made a cookie in like a year.
Look like a turd.
Crown Royal cookies.
They do look like turds,
It
but
does.
I wonder if it's. I'm not opposed to turds if they're tasty.
I'm kind of moist.
Right.
Shot off my headphones.
Rodney's already
They're
drunk.
good.
Okay. Well, like I said, it was my first attempt, and I don't know. I haven't made cookies in a while.
Crown Royal cookies.
Cookies and Crown Royal, neither one are allowed on my diet plan.
What else is in them?
Cocoa and vanilla and flour and sugar.
Yeah,
Here we go.
dude wants to know about Burke's leaving, so
I liked it.
I'm mad about it, but that's his.
I get it why he's leaving. I mean,
You
I
know, we-
understand it, but
we
I don't
talked-
like it. Catalan's staying, so that's a plus.
So we hit on that a little bit last week. And everybody was poking me because
You were Karen.
I was a Karen a tiny bit because I get it. I 100% truly understand his financial reason.
But
But he
There's
led
always
the
a but.
team to a Super Bowl. He should stay and play.
Well, you're talking about two totally different levels of play. Now,
Right.
They don't have. Somebody posted a meme or a comment or whatever, and it made sense. It's like, if dude has a chance to go and make a few million for his family, that's going to do more
he's
for the
making-
program
right.
than playing in a game
Right.
that's named after an OK
He's
steak
making
restaurant.
a financial decision
It was
for
a money
himself and his family.
decision.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I said, I get it 100%.
yeah,
As a
But-
fan, I'm stingy. And
As a
pissed
fan,
off.
I want him to stay and play the game.
yeah.
That's
see, and I don't
I
think
thought he handled it in a really
Oh, yeah.
classy way, though.
I don't think it's
Handled
a-
it way
I don't-
better than Houston Nutt did when he left the
Central
program.
I don't think it's selfish at all. In fact, I think it's pretty unselfish because him going and being a first round pick is going to do so much more for the program
Yes.
than him helping them win this bowl game.
Yeah, so like if we win the bowl game and he
You're
gets
good.
hurt or he doesn't have a great day, I mean everybody has a bad day, that actually could not only hurt his chances, it's not going to, I mean whether we win or not is going to help the program
What up,
like
dude?
having a first round draft pick is going to help the program.
Yep. At the end of the day, the bowl game, while it's fantastic, we made a
Yes,
bowl game.
I love
It's-
being in it. I'm so proud of him. But
It's amazing.
yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not win or lose. It's not going to push the
No.
program forward a ton.
If any of y'all
It
would
was-
like to send us down there to do a live Dads After Dark,
I would like to go as y'all's
we'll
like
do it.
personal assistant.
Well,
or,
you would have to because you
I
got to
mean-
make sure that we at least show up to where we're supposed to go.
We have no idea what the hell we're doing.
We probably wouldn't do a good job at that.
Send me a ticket. We gone.
Yeah, we gone.
Like kids just
But
stole something.
I get it. It's a money move. I wish him nothing but the best.
I hate not getting to see him play
The thing
for the
that
Razorbacks
hurts
next
is,
year.
like,
But
And he
Am I supposed to open this? Is it
I mean,
supposed to go to my, or is it
can.
supposed to go to my wife?
Well, I mean,
He
really, I
made-
figured y'all's
is it
wives
supposed
would
to,
care
supposed to
more.
go to my wife?
Yeah, Roddy, you.
Well, see,
I
y'all
said
are
her
weak,
wife.
dude. Y'all are like, am I supposed to do this? If I'm not screwed in it.
Damn, it
I'm
wasn't supposed to be
opening
that
it
damn
now.
funny. Look at her.
I am opening I didn't even ask. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is
I mean,
for
y'all
you
could
hear
just
what I
open
said?
one.
Hold on, where did you get these? Where did you get these?
Dude.
No!
Walmart.
Damn it.
Tell me.
Damn it.
Tell me
Tim.
why. Y'all can enjoy this.
You just stirred this.
Oh, my-
It's on.
I'm done.
You
My
just stirred
story,
this up.
my story is coming now.
What?
He has told
So,
this story 4 times since
It's
I got
about to
here.
be told 5 times so the world can hear this. We received a Christmas card from the Cheeseman family. Can anybody look at this card? Stop pushing the buttons. Or I will unplug
You're
this
going
whole
to
damn
piss him
thing.
off.
Can
He's on it. He's on
anybody
one.
Tell me where this card was purchased from. No, you can't. Here's where I'm about to go with this. First off, I'm going to say thank you, Mama Cheesy,
welcome.
for our Christmas card.
You
Now,
just
with that being
stirred
said,
the
actually,
pot.
you're going to have to wait on yours.
Okay.
This right here, TikTok, you can see it really well on the back.
No.
You stab yourself with
Facebook.
your earring?
I don't know.
I will
I thought
post a
maybe I
picture
did.
of this card, therefore you can see my reasonings. So
We should get Shutterfly
I
on the
went
phone right now.
online through Shutterfly, and I ordered 50 Dads After Dark Christmas cards to send out to our most loyal fans.
Okay.
We were able to customize the back of the card as well
Yes.
and put some nice words on there and our logo. I get the card in, and I'm looking at it. I was like, man, these turned out really nice. And I flip it over, and I look on the back. Let me get this right there. What does that say, TikTok? What does that say, Facebook?
Shutterfly.
It says Shutterfly on the back of my Christmas card. So the more I looked at it, the more I had a problem with it. Because what does Shutterfly have to do with Dads After Dark or Christmas? The only thing they have to do with it is this is the card that I purchased from them.
Okay, so in Shutterfly's defense, they've got some really cool stuff.
Okay, great.
But Walmart was like half the price.
Here's the deal. Thank you. See, you're throwing fuel on my fire.
That's what I'm here for.
So I was like,
Sorry, Mike.
I'm
sorry.
comparing everything. And I'm like, you know what? It's a little bit more to go with Shutterfly, but these are really nice cards.
Yeah, they
so
are.
let's roll with it. I order them. Nowhere in any section of my customization did I check a box that said put Shutterfly on my card.
I'm just
I
gonna
didn't know it was
throw
there.
this out there. After this, we probably can rule out Shutterfly ever.
Yeah, it's
Being
all
a
it's
We're
all
not, we're not going to be a
Dads After
sponsor of
Dark.
Dads
So-
After Dark ever.
So anyway,
Way to go.
Apparently
these
they're
came
sponsoring
in.
Dads.
I open them up. I'm like, man, these are really nice. Somebody wants to go live with us.
Sweet. Let me see.
It will let. Hey, what up? I'm gonna let you holler. Or you gonna kind of just sit
What
here
is
and look
that?
at? I don't know. It's a something on the ceiling. So anyway, so basically, I open the cards up. I'm looking them over. They're really nice. I get on the back of it. I'm reading our words, and then here's this word Shutterfly on the back, and I was like, man, this is really
a fan?
crappy
Blades?
because they put their name on the middle of my very well designed card.
Yeah.
So I called them just to ask questions. I want.
Oh, it's your light.
Is that a kid?
I don't know.
All right, bicycle. Shut it down.
All
Okay,
right,
go
follow
ahead.
us.
We're going
Thank
to
you.
turn left. Good job. Appreciate
Awesome.
you.
We'll follow you back.
How do you? We got to get back to where we was at, buddy. So anyway, I called them because I'm curious as to why they put their name and
they got
logo in the middle of my
Back
card.
to the bitching.
So, hey, Mr. Shutterfly, I ordered these 50 cards, and I'm a little bit disappointed to see the word Shutterfly on the back of my card. Why would y'all do that? Well, Mr. Outlaw, the reason why we did that is for copyright infringement purposes. And I was like, oh, no. I said, my photo, my words, my logo. What are we copyright infringing upon? And dude went silent. And I said, that's kind of what I thought. I said, you should have just said, sir, that's how we advertise our businesses on your card.
Yeah, that
I
makes more
said,
sense.
but then I'm going to follow that comment with, did you pay me to advertise your business on my card? No, you did not. I paid you for a service. You didn't give me any kind of discount or reward or anything to advertise the word Shutterfly
Yeah, like I'll give you 25% off if you'll let me put
right,
Shutterfly
on my
That makes
Christmas
sense.
card. I said, so One,
Don't feed into that.
I said one. There's no. It's
Listen,
legit
I'm not
because
feeding into it, but I agree with
because
him. I gotta
who
say.
you don't advertising's not free.
No.
So I just paid them $86 for 50 business cards.
know.
And you want to put your name on my logo on my card?
Those are Christmas cards.
Business Christmas cards. So
I just like them.
so that's what they tell me, and I'm like, no. Now I'm fixing to start wearing you out
So-
because you give me the wrong reasons. For one,
So if you would have taken Shutterfly and put that on something on your advertisement for your site, sponsored by Shutterfly,
Right.
they would be all kinds of irritated about that because you weren't paying them to advertise.
right?
Shutterfly.
So basically, I did not get paid to advertise their business on our Christmas cards.
Yeah.
So he told me that, and I was like, I'm not happy. This is not cool. We got to fix this. So their response was, well, we're going to take care of this. We'll send you an email. Okay, great. They're responding, and they're wanting to fix and help, so I'll sit back for a minute and see what they're going to do. I asked Mary today, I said, did you get an email from Shutterfly? She was like, yeah, I did. It says your order's on the way. I didn't order nothing. Well, no, it says you ordered something. Not only it says you ordered something, it says they shipped it to our old house. Okay, now I'm confused. So that was at work.
Yeah.
I get home this evening. I was like, hey, babe, what did that email say? Oh, so she looks it up. She's like, it says that they sent your orders on the way, and it's shipped to our old address. And I was like, all right. So I called them, and I was like, here's everything that's going down. I need to understand what order is on the way. I did not order anything. Oh, well, no, there's an order of 50 Christmas cards coming to your residence. And I was like, what residence? Well, to your address. And I was like, the address in the email is my old address, which is not the same address that I had these 50 cards shipped to. Well, let me look into this. As he's looking into this, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, so maybe because of the situation, Shutterfly is going to send me 50 new cards. And he was like, well, that's what it looks like. And I said, can you preview those cards? And he was like, I can. I said, tell me if the word Shutterfly is on the back of that card. Well, it most certainly is. I said, have you lost your freaking mind? Hey, guy, we know you're pissed off that we put our logo on there, so we're going to send you 50 more for free with our logo on the back.
Again. Yeah.
I was like, come on. He was like, and then whenever I give him the full explanation, he was like, oh, I truly understand why you're upset. And I was like, so you just poked the bear twice, then you shipped them to the wrong address. I was like, what are we doing here? Guess what? These are free, by the way. They completely refunded every dime that we paid.
So I guess in a way they are paying.
So
you.
now they're paying Dads After Dark. This show is sponsored by Shutterfly. But yeah, so that just shows you that they knew that they were not necessarily in the right or in the wrong.
I ordered 60
You probably paid like $30.
and paid. Well, I think I paid $50.
Right.
But now I don't have anything on the back.
Yeah,
of
and they
it.
didn't
I don't
put
have
Walmart on it
full-
either,
no,
so
they
you
didn't
got
put
screwed.
Walmart on it, yeah.
So
It is a nice picture.
So
of a
time
nice
out.
family.
Time out. I need your opinion on this one, Kimmy, because
Yeah.
I think he's crazy. Is them putting Shutterfly on the back of it a big deal?
Yes, absolutely.
Shut up, Rodney.
I mean-
no one asked you.
It's a personal opinion.
I agree.
I mean, I don't want it on there.
Right. Because
Would you freak out and lose your mind over it and
didn't.
call them?
Well, I don't know that I would on that specific thing, but there has been other things that I have done that people
90% of the world would probably not say anything.
No.
Because it's
Bec-
stupid.
No, because y'all are so passive and you're just like, oh, well, no big deal. Actually, it is a big deal because if it wasn't a big deal, they wouldn't have sent me 50 more cards or give me a
So,
discount.
like, if they were-
Somebody's
if they
not going
were
to
my
get that
person-
card in the mail and go, what the hell? Why is there Shutterfly on
If
here?
it was my personal card, I wouldn't have cared. But this is somewhat of a business, and with your business logo on there, and I probably would have made a big deal about it.
And where they put it.
I absolutely
Like,
agree
right
with you because we got
there.
them for free.
Yeah.
Rodney's like,
I don't care. We didn't have to spend any
I'm
money.
sorry I started that.
Oh,
No.
so the back
No,
of the
it was
card,
coming anyways.
Okay.
This is what the back
He
of the
already let
card
us know it was
like.
coming.
I've got this nice, our logo on the back of it, and then look right there.
Okay, so to change the subject, you're
Shutterfly.
talking about your wife getting an
What the
email
crap?
and all that. So I get an email today from Frank's company because Frank never checks
Right
his
there.
email. So he has them all come to me.
Can't deal.
And it says, vacation time in the subject line, and then it says, "Dear Frank, after 1 year with our company, you accrue 2,500 miles per year. After 5 years, you accrue 5,000 miles per year for a total of," he's been there for a little over 10 years, 450,000 miles. Appreciate that. Of which he's used like 127 something of them. And that he had like 27,872 miles left.
You should have wrote this
And
down.
I'm going,
Some chicken math over here.
I know, and I'm going, what are they talking about miles? So I called Frank. I said, I got this email. Do you know what it is? And he said, no. So I said, okay. So I called the company and I said, hey, Michelle, this is Kim Cheeseman, Frank Cheeseman's wife. I got this email. I read her what it was. And I said, what are y'all talking about? She goes, oh, instead of giving days like I get 8 hours per pay period,
Yep.
they do it in miles. So they consider 500 miles a day of pay. They pay him for 500 miles, and that's basically a day's worth of pay. Does that make sense?
Right, because
So,
right,
yeah.
mileage.
So we figured it out. Frank has accrued right now 55 and 3/4 days of vacation time he's not used. At his mileage rate, it comes out to $16,000 worth of vacation pay.
They got to pay him that.
I don't. Well, I mean, he still works there, so they don't necessarily have
He's
to pay.
gonna-
They
Well,
can
but
roll
is
it
it
over.
one of those?
Take the
Is
shit.
it a use it or lose it kind of
No.
thing?
No,
So he gets to keep it.
He can roll
yeah,
over.
he can roll it over, but I thought, well, crap, he could take off
Roll
a
on
month and a
highway,
half.
roll on long. That's what I'd be singing
Frank
walking
says,
off into the office.
See you bitches on
Frank-
Valentine's
listen,
Day.
Frank's
If he
over-
took off that long, y'all
Yo,
be
what up?
divorced.
Yes, we would be.
There ain't no doubt about that.
We actually just celebrated our 21st
Smokestack.
anniversary on December 5th.
That's what's up.
And I tell people that we do that because I put him in his truck on Sunday and tell him not to come home till Thursday.
There you go.
Right,
And
that's
sometimes
easy.
Friday
But yeah, but when
isn't
you when you look at the amount, Frank and I are
Italy,
going, man,
what's
can we get them to
cracking,
pay for
man?
that? We can go get a new side bus.
You
Well,
could ask them if they'll pay out any of it. Some companies
I
will.
was going to say, instead of him taking all of it, they may
Hey,
pay
y'all
a
make
portion
sure you
and call it
get in
even.
here
Well,
right
I'm
now.
kind
Make
of
sure
wondering
you
if they'll like maybe do
react,
half.
Yeah.
You know.
Some
So anyway, we're
companies
gonna
will.
ask them.
Follows
But
diamonds with
They're going to
Yeah.
come. They're going to come out ahead on it.
we
so.
had no clue that he had that many days. We didn't know that it rolled over, so he
in
could
here.
take
We'll
off
have-
literally
have a
almost
couple
a month and
reviews in here.
3/4.
He can go back to Valentine's Day.
Because all the other years they've been sending them Frank's email. He's still in there.
Probably
I got
is.
17,000 emails.
Anyway, I thought that might change the subject off the Christmas card.
Oh my God! Why'd you get him stirred up?
I was trying not.
He said he was going to do it from the word.
Yeah, he
go,
did.
so.
And here's the thing: is I was like, I walked in the house, and he's like, "Let me tell you." I'm like, "Dude, save it for on the air. It's good content." No, he had to go off.
No, damn
Then
right.
Rodney shows up, and he starts talking. I'm like, "Shane, save it for on the air. It's good content." No, I got to tell him
Here's the
again.
deal.
He can repeat it multiple
Save it.
times.
The air only heard us one time.
I know.
It's good content.
I heard it 3.
So, because we have our
Microphone, dude.
We can hear you.
we just got a shout out from Italy, by the way, on TikTok.
Hey, I like French fries.
That's not Italy, dude.
That's
They're
not
pizza.
Italy. Actually, that's not even France.
Oh.
And mozzarella cheese.
They got me with that one.
They did.
They
coulda-
tricked me.
He could have said spaghetti. He could have said pizza. He could have said mozzarella. Anything. French fries.
Did you see what he did while ago? He wanted to get a closer look at Shane's phone, so he had to take his headphones off.
Right.
Who invited her?
That's like rolling. It's like
Pasta.
when you turn the
There
radio
you
down
go.
so
He
you
could
can
have
see
said
better.
pasta.
have
The
to-
guy really was
do
like
this.
pasta. He could have said
Said
pasta.
anything
Hey.
other than French fries.
Y'all don't
There's a-
hate. Is that the Italy dude that said
Yeah.
pasta?
Yeah. There's a place.
I bet he likes French fries.
I bet he does too.
Ask him.
Do you like French fries, Italy?
Bet he can hear me.
Vito is his name. Is that Vito? I ain't got my specs on. I can't see. But anyway,
Tell Rodney
so
to take his headphones off.
right here is
It helps.
right here. This thing here is for Mama Cheesy and the family, and it's.
I'm right here, dude.
No, you. These are my cards that
Shutterfly gave him those.
I was so excited about licking that and sticking that card in there.
Whoa!
I forgot to put your gift card inside your card.
Y'all didn't have to do
So,
that.
The guys, we all pitched in and got you, and it can be yours, it can be your and Frank's, it can be
I'm gonna
whoever.
Share with you.
The receipt's in there, but that's $100
Y'all did
to
not
go
have
to
do
Texas
that.
Roadhouse and get y'all a big old Fat Daddy steak or whatever it is. That you
Or
want
you
to
can
eat. So.
we can all go while he's on the road. It's
That's
fun.
fine. I'll
That
take
is
all
I mean,
that.
$100 is really not much credit towards all the damn Sonic Blast
Oh,
and
good Lord, I don't mind doing
all
that. I
the stuff
enjoy
that
it.
you've done for us. So the least we could do is
If
get
we,
y'all
had, if we had to
some-
pay her per hour, it
Get
would
y'all-
be way
Yeah.
over $100.
get y'all a good thing to go
thank
go to a
you.
good eating spot. That's why I asked you that the other day.
I was like,
Well, I messaged Zach
oh yeah, don't ask.
and
me.
I was like, this is a mistake.
He told us, he messaged Zach, and I said, you should have just told
But
him
no,
what we were doing because he's going to screw it up.
In the text message, I said, I need you to find out where your mom and them like to eat without telling her that you're trying to find out where they like to eat. I said, and if you screw this up, I will shave your mullet off.
In his defense, he did call me out of the blue and ask me where we like to eat, and I told him, I said, I said
said
we don't
no
really
fries.
eat out a lot, and because one of the few places
Well,
we can eat out on our
right.
diet. But anyway, he didn't tell me why he was asking.
That's
So,
good. Well, he did me right. So, but yeah.
I just knew he was going to screw it up.
He's not a complete idiot.
so
No,
that's why I was at the Walmart that day trying to get that.
Well,
So
thank you very much.
Very-
I appreciate
we-
y'all. That is way too much. We don't.
All right, screw it.
don't
Give
eat
it back.
out.
to
give
him.
it back. We'll go.
Y'all can go and I
So-
bet y'all can find something on there. That
We actually so on our plane we can have like grilled chicken and steak and
Oh, just-
salad and
yeah, just go over there and just get the
Yeah.
biggest steaks y'all can get and just eat them
Vito
up.
says they don't do.
I love their pork chops. Delicious.
I've never
It's-
had their pork
so
chops.
They are good, but
I'd
the
try
the
that.
tough part when I go to Texas Roadhouse when I'm trying to diet, they want to bring the rolls to the table.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I'm like,
With
well,
that honey
I'm done.
butter?
Screw it. I'm
I
out.
I couldn't do it if I
Okay,
was.
so I actually that does not bother me, and I figured it would. Of all the things that I crave,
You're not
like
human.
really, really crave, I don't know why is pizza. I don't miss sugar. I don't miss sweets.
That's because you
I
got Frank.
crave
Pizza, huh?
so bad.
You don't need sugar and sweets when you got Frank.
Oh God.
But ding dong. Oh, I probably shouldn't have used that. I said ding dong.
He goes. Then he goes. Ding dong.
Explain.
I probably shouldn't have used that term.
That was a pin.
But that's
Just
not
go
what I
down
meant
through
it by.
here.
But absolutely,
Cars,
it went
yeah,
just
yeah.
right with
We
it.
like engine
I'm using
cars.
that's good.
I don't know what
We've
to do
actually
with
got a
him
race
some
car.
days.
Oh my gosh.
That, we've got our
That was fun.
Dad's After Dark logo on.
So, Kimmy, let me ask you this: How long
Yeah.
have you been at your job?
I just celebrated my 23rd anniversary. I've worked there half my life.
So you haven't done a job.
do you go in
interview
on your day off?
I have, yes.
many a time. So you haven't done a job interview in 23 years.
No, I actually, it was so weird. So I got a promotion about, I don't know, it's been about 5 or 6 months. I'm actually the assistant center operations
Look.
director now. And I had to fill out, is Zach on there?
See, they're laughing at my
Rodney.
ding dong.
Kelly Wiley's laughing at.
Kelly quit encouraging him. Anyway, I had to fill out a resume.
sorry.
Even though I worked there, I had to fill out a resume
Yeah,
for the
okay.
position. It was literally like this long. Because I was like, I don't have any other work history.
But did you have to interview for it?
Yes.
Okay. So I say that to say this. So you've been 20 plus years since
Yes.
you've had to do one. I did my first job interview today in over 17 years.
Oh my gosh.
And it was so freaking weird.
It's kind of nerve wracking.
It's very like I mean I wasn't super nervous. It was just I was anxious, but it was just very strange. Like I said, I haven't done
And
it in
he's
17
He's
years.
texting us the whole time.
Right. We
did.
were going.
I was sitting there going-
There he goes. So here's what you don't know. I said, hey, what time are you supposed to be there? You never responded.
Because I was already in there.
Well, see, we'd have known that. Me and him had planned we were going to text you every 2 seconds with a
I'm
bunch
glad I
of
didn't
random.
tell you.
But Mary was like, that's rude. He was probably already nervous. I was like, I don't give a shit. We're
He
gonna-
should have never started. We would have never known.
Here's what I told him. I said, you're guaranteed to get the job if you go in there and say things like LOL out loud. The guy's like funny, and Glover goes, LOL. Act like you don't care.
I would only do that if somebody was videoing. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Stay on
actually.
your phone the whole time.
Tell him you
Don't
never
make
remember
eye
radio
contact.
show.
Slouch in your chair. Be lazy. Like, just be worthless, and you're guaranteed a management spot
I saw
right when you walk in the door.
That's hilarious.
I mean, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I interviewed with like people already know, so it wasn't a big deal.
opinion, homie.
See, and I've never met this guy. Like the last two jobs I've had before this, I already knew the people, so I just got hired right on. But 17 years.
I know.
That's so weird.
I didn't realize, like, 23 sounded really, I mean, 23 is a lot, but it really sounded weird to me when I realized I was 23 when I started. So half of my life
And then one job.
at that one job. And I'm just happy they put up with me.
Yeah. And see, I've been at my current one for be 11 years in March, and it's just it's weird. It's
It
weird.
is weird.
Just imagine making a change now. Like I know I need to do it because
Yeah.
Jacob's made this travel team, and we've got he's also on the archery team now. We got
Yeah,
all
and
this
you're
other
in a
stuff.
manager position of a place that's open every day.
It's a lot of
There's
nights, a lot of
no-
weekends.
yeah.
It's Christmas Eve. It's New Year's Eve. It's Halloween night.
Yes.
It's 4th of July. It's New Year's Day. It's all Super Bowl. It's all those. I haven't been off on a Super Bowl in 10 years.
So it was really weird. Before I started at Concentra, I actually sold cars.
Oh, really?
I was like 22, 23. I needed something, and
Somebody told me to go do that now, and I'm like, now is not the time to be doing that.
There ain't none to car-
There ain't no
sell.
cars to sell.
but that was the thing though. It's like it's weekends. You don't get holidays off because that's their big sell day. So it's kind of like that's y'all's days that y'all make the most money is the holidays and when people are home and having parties and. I get that. I understand that.
Yeah, like Shane and Roddy were giving me crap because they went out trick or treating on Halloween. I was working.
Yeah.
I've worked every Halloween for the past 6 or 7 years.
We actually didn't give you crap. Anyway, we were just upset for your kids.
Yeah, I mean they're all right. They got kids. They don't care. They're used. And what's sad is they're used to it at this point. If it's Halloween, if it's New Year's Eve, if it's Super Bowl, I'm not there. I'm just never there.
What up,
Yep.
Danny?
Frank and I've been having. We've had conversations about that. With Zach being 20, Frank's like, I've spent, which he works hard, so we could do the things that we do, but because of his job and because of the way that the hours are and being on the road, there was so many. He's like, there's so many things that I missed because which that was a decision he had to do to pay for all of it. But yeah, you want, especially you got time while they're young. They're fixing to really start getting into stuff now.
Yep.
So yeah, this is definitely a good time to do it.
Yeah, and Outlaw's in the same boat I am. This whole travel ball thing kicking into high gear. We've got 16 tournaments on the books, I think, coming in the spring, starting in February. So that's Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Oh, yeah. So when Zach first started at Jetway, he was already in marching band and jazz band with a high school. And then he had all the Jetway stuff. He had all the Zach
Wait, that kid
Dunlap
went to
band.
high school?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Golly.
I think he even graduated.
Yeah, he did.
What?
Listen, I did tell him if penmanship were a requirement for graduation, he'd be in kindergarten. He's got a horrible handwriting. But yeah, so Zach's senior year in high school, he was consecutively in 6 bands.
Wow.
So we were constantly going to a practice, to a marching competition, to a show, to a gig, to a stop.
something, yep.
Yeah. So, and it's hard. I mean, it's hard, especially when you've got a crazy schedule.
Well, it's
and also Angela's got a crazy schedule.
Well, you talked about you and Frank working, with him being on the road so much and how it works.
Yes.
You've adjusted. It works.
Yes.
If you were together every night, every
We'd be
weekend,
divorced.
yeah. And that's kind of where me and Angela are too. We love each other. We big time, but it's one of those 4 nights a week. She's working overnight.
Are you sure?
Well,
she likes me
I
sometimes.
bet the locks still ain't, batteries ain't
It's
changed.
not, yeah.
So Frank and I actually been married before. So when we got married, it was like a ceremony at our church on a Tuesday night. It wasn't like a big weekend wedding or anything. We got married on Tuesday night. That Friday morning, he left. He had started a new job, and he left and was gone all weekend long over the road. So we've done him working weekends. We've done him working nights. We've done him in Iraq for a year.
Wow.
So we've done now over the road during the week for 10 years. We don't really know how to not have like separate lives for long stretches of time.
And that's kind of where we're at too. Is single parenting sucks. It does.
It does.
But at the same time, you get to I always tell people I get the best of both worlds. I get to be married and single at the same time because
I get
he just gets the one. But 4 nights a week, I mean, I can do whatever I want to do for dinner.
Yeah.
Me and the boys want to sit around and play video games, this and that. We can go-karts. We can do whatever. I don't have to, it's not family time. It's us time.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And again, if we were together 5 nights a week and every weekend, we would kill each other.
So listen, now I'm an empty nester and I'm doing that. So like I get to do what I want to do and I get
parties
to
it
watch
up
what
during the week.
I watch
So-
on TV, and I'm probably in bed by 10.
I stuck my headphones on the tail end of that one, but you're talking about just because right now, ultimately, I ain't gonna say you're never. That's not the right word. You miss out on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Because you're always working. So
How many parties have you had here? And I'm
0.
he come in at 10:30 when everybody's drunk and passed out. And he's just hungry. I just want to eat and go to bed. But
I showed up on New Year's Eve over here. I got here at 9:30, 10 o'clock. And I ate food, passed out in the chair. We did fireworks, and I went back and passed out in the chair again.
yeah, it's there's no amount of money that can make up for lost time with family. Now, do you have to have money to survive? Yes. Do you got to be responsible and pay your bills? Yes. But I learned a long time ago, and a lot of this comes from me riding on the fire trucks for so many years. And I ain't trying to take us down some depressing ass slope or anything,
Then
but
shut the hell up.
it's a reality thing. I've gotten up from my dinner table in the middle of food, jumped on a fire truck to go try to bring someone back to life that got in their car to go to the gas station. Hey, I'm going to run down here and get a pack of smokes. And they didn't make it home. So the reality is, and we all pretty much know this in the back of our head, and the older we get, the more it becomes real, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So I had to look at that and go, you know what? As long as my bills are paid and I can provide for my family, the rest of it will just come to play.
Well, and that is true to a certain extent. But like with our situation, what Frank years before we got married decided that to get into was the trucking industry. And you do get to a point where the only way you're going to make good money is to go over the road. Now, he has managed to find a way to do that and not be gone for 2 and 3 weeks
We'll
at a
do
time.
OTR from now on.
Yeah. So in his instance, there wasn't an option of. I mean, there just at the time there wasn't jobs that could
he tried
pay
that
our bills.
stripping thing and it didn't
Yeah, him and the pole don't go.
Those
along
poles
anymore.
don't just hold everybody.
9th Street was not a good place for him.
He tried
We,
it, and we went and supported
But
him.
there
We
are,
did. We
but
went
there
and
are
supported him.
people that go overboard and they chase
Right.
that dollar instead of chasing, instead of spending time with their
Strippers.
family.
Shane's got a perfect example because he had an opportunity to come along recently that he turned down because it wouldn't allow him to be where he needed to be.
It didn't
when
fit
he
my
got-
lifestyle.
Yeah.
It was one of those, y'all know I've got a true passion for these kids. I've got a true passion for baseball. I know that I could offer the community
And
something.
a passion for Christmas cards, evidently.
no,
Not Shutterfly.
not Shutterfly. But I know that I could bring, and not just me. I've got a handful of people that I'm around that we could bring some development to some of these kids out here by doing training with baseball, hands down. I had people that said, "Give me a business plan, and we got you. We will support this financially, but you're going to be in charge of it." And I'm like, okay. And Mary's getting excited. I'm getting excited. I'm already talking to Chuck down here. We've got a building laid out. Like, everything is going. And then I started really thinking about it, and I was like, okay, everything that's involved in this is from midday till late evening and the weekends. My entire life right now is midday to late evening
And
and
the
weekends. So I'm going, I'm either going to have to give up everything that we're working for right now, or I'm just not going to be able to do it. And Mary's like, go, 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 let's do it. And then it was like, the more we thought about it, the more it was like, you know what? As much as I hate this is not the right choice, because if I do this right now, then I'm going to be in the same boat. Everybody's going to be kicking it and having fun, and I'm going to be working my butt off. Now, who knows, 3 or 4 years from now?
Being in a boat sounds pretty fun, though.
I mean, let's go fishing.
Hey,
By God.
do whatever in a boat.
Bless your heart.
But, I mean, there's it's just finding that balance there to be able to work and play.
In a canoe, that's tough.
But then
in a flat bottom, pretty easy.
it comes easy.
P-row.
It comes easier to some folks than others because, like me, this just word, it's not the correct word, but multi-talented in a sense. I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. So there's not
You're
much.
a
Like
jack
I can
something.
shut your mouth. I can do almost anything. Like I can pretty much like as a trade, I can do almost anything. I have done so much. I've
Catch
taught
this.
a lot. Yoo-hoo! There's some people who have only done one thing their entire life and they don't know anything else. Can they learn that? Probably so. But it's a little bit harder for them to jump off into a new scenario because a lot of it's you're comfortable where you're at. You know that when you go in the door, you're going to hate your job. This day's going to suck. You're going to deal with 25 idiots today.
Yeah.
But you're comfortable.
And then there's going to be customers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
But at the end of the day, you're comfortable. You may not like it. It may not be what you want, but you're comfortable.
But you know it.
Right.
Comfortable is a strong word.
Yeah. But it's just
Comfortable's a stretch.
change is a scary thing. Change is really scary, especially in today's
yeah.
society when cost of living is 3 times what it was 2 years ago.
Well, I'm very, very, very lucky and blessed to be in a position where I don't have to make a decision based on money. I'm not saying that money's not an issue.
That's because Angela be
I got a
breadwinning like a mom.
I got a freaking
He got a
sugar
sugar
mama.
mama.
I got a sugar mama.
Speaking of that, if she's got any up in there looking, I'm just saying.
Hey, mine's
I
about
bet,
to
know somebody.
I bet she knows somebody.
be. You know what?
Angela, we're gonna hook around you.
This ain't about money.
Hey, you weren't
But-
supposed to say my name, stupid.
My wife ain't making all that money, and I'm still got me a sugar mama.
There you go. What's her name?
I don't know, but she finds out, Mary's gonna be pissed. No.
But no, I'm very lucky to be in a position I don't have to make a career decision based off of money, and I've had some opportunities come up, and kind of what he was talking about recently, where the current owner that I work for,
Angela, there's no reason to be laughing about that. I'm sorry, I'm cutting your husband off. That wasn't a joke.
but he owns a bunch of stores in Conway and was looking for an area manager. 5 years ago, I'd have jumped at that.
Oh yeah.
But my priorities have changed now.
I'd like to see you jump.
You should have seen me in practice the other day. Like Jacob hit a ball and I jumped to go get it, and I was like, "Man, did you guys see? I came that far off the ground."
Could have slid a nickel under
She
your
almost
ass.
died.
I'm
But-
sorry. Go ahead with your
But anyways, I was saying I was in a
sappy
position.
ass story.
It was the job I wanted 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and it was the job I was working towards 5 years ago. And now that it presented itself, I wasn't interested because my interests have changed and my priorities have changed. My priorities now are my kids and being where they need to be. And part of it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it doesn't.
And well, and you know, you guys, which Rodney's getting into this with Madeline because she's getting older in that age, but he's still got Zoe. But man,
She's like, what,
and,
19, 20, something like that?
No,
And then
father.
Shane's experienced this with his daughter. I mean, this time is going to go by so much quicker than you can possibly imagine. I mean,
Shane blinked and he's got 2 grandkids.
yeah. So I mean, by all means, you know, definitely make the decision so you.
You're
can
going to
have
blink
those
and you're
kids.
going to have grandbabies.
Shut up.
It's coming.
Man, I just still pees on the toilet seat. He ain't have no kids yet.
Who does?
Zach.
That's true. But that's because he doesn't scoot up.
I
close
saw his TikTok the other day, or it was Malia's TikTok, where he was doing some dance. And I texted him, and I was like, dude,
Don't ever do that.
you didn't respond to my message. And then he said something. I said, because you're too busy doing these stupid TikTok dances. I think we might have said it on TikTok. Malia thought it was hilarious.
They're moving to Conway.
Huh?
What?
Hey, you know what? At
Can
least
he
it ain't-
be that far away?
At least it ain't Nebraska.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
I told him, her boyfriend, I said, what you need to understand is
Sorry.
I've always kept her,
No, kick the desk.
I've always allowed her to be just far enough away from me to live her life and me not interfere, but just close enough for me to come whoop somebody's ass if I need to. I was like, don't
That's
think
why he moved to
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah.
I was like, don't think Nebraska's going to save you. I said, because I ain't messed up about driving there. And then I stopped and I said, you know what? I actually know people in Nebraska.
Yeah, I'll send somebody over. Well, I mean, you and your wife and I have the kind of the same issue. We have only children and they're boys,
Yeah.
and that's a different dynamic with a mom and her little boy versus a dad and their son.
Man,
And so, yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm happy for them, and they'll do well, but
I never
that's as far away as I want it to be.
I never really brag on my kid, on Chase. That dude freaking killed it this weekend.
He killed that show so much. Oh, my gosh.
And it wasn't just going, ha, I'm dad, ha, he's kid. You did a great job. The reaction of the audience
Yeah.
when he left the drums and went and grabbed that electric guitar, and then the go Chase, like I heard Zach in the background and he wasn't even there, He's like, go Chase, wow. And I was like, he's freaking 9 years old and they are like, yeah. And then he was like, dude, that growl. And I was like, oh my God.
Well, normally it makes it when he's pooping.
Right.
Listen, let me tell you, I don't know, other than you two, I can't imagine there was anybody prouder of that than my son was. My son was just so proud of him.
That was cool. I mean, it really was, because nobody sees the effort that goes into this more than the parents.
Yeah.
That's pretty apparent.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, and that and Jacob, gosh, how he does piano, acting, baseball, just he puts everything into everything.
He's
he
in drums
does.
now too.
Is he in drums now too? But man, the effort he's putting into baseball, the effort got Ben. Gosh, the change
He's
in him on bass.
Jacob's on archery now too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As if we needed more.
How much practice Ben has put into bass? Most people don't see how much work they put
just see him
into
go
it.
up there and play.
Yeah, they put
And you know,
20,000.
Zachary-
They put 20,000 practice hours into a 10-minute performance.
Yeah, and that's what I posted one time. I said, music comes easy to Zachary.
right.
There's not, there's very few instruments I think he plays 11 instruments now. He has never had a percussion lesson in his life, never played percussion. He played percussion for like literally 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The entire time he was in school band, 6 years. Tried out and made the UALR percussion and wind ensemble on
I
the
tried
college
to tag
level.
Malia in there so they can get on here and Zach and whine.
Well, that's
in the
what pisses
background.
me off
But-
about Chase.
Shane?
Like
Oh.
Chase got up there and played that guitar, rocked it up. He has no idea what the hell he's playing.
No.
He just knows what it's supposed to sound
But
like.
the thing is, though, is even with that,
Freaking talented,
Zachary-
stupid kid.
Zachary
that.
practiced and played every day of his life since he was 10. Chase has practiced and played every day of his life since he was 4. Ben.
That's literally half his life.
Ben do it on his bass. How many days he practiced? I've seen videos constantly.
yeah.
Y'all post. He's practiced every day of his life. Jacob practices. I mean, they people don't understand how many these kids are not going out and
Appreciate
playing video games all day long. They're coming home and they're practicing their craft and they're practicing their passion. And
I get pissed at me because we'll come home and they're like, well, we're gonna play Minecraft, we're gonna play Roblox. I'm like, you gotta practice. Like,
yes.
crap. All right.
Well, see, and that's what's crazy is, like, not just saying Chase wants to go play video games. The only time we're like, you got to do this is like when we have a performance coming up. It's like, hey, you need to go work on this. But it's like, we're on tour. We've been all weekend long. We played music. We practiced 25 times the week of. We come home. Dad, we're going to play the drums. And he just goes in there and just starts playing whatever.
Oh.
I'm like,
The drums, you just said that.
but there's other things in
Listen,
there.
Hold on. I got it.
You have no idea how many
That was,
random
sponsored by
solos
Chase
I have
Prius.
gotten in the past 10 years. We'll be in there watching TV, and I remember one night in particular, Frank and I were in the living room watching something. All of a sudden, we hear electric guitar, and it was like there ain't no telling what he was playing. Skillet, I'm assuming probably. And so he gets through with it. Well, we wait a minute, and he stops. We turn the TV back on. The next thing we know, we're getting acoustic guitar, and it's like some sort of country song.
Right.
And so we wait, and it's finally over. So we go back to watch our TV, and then literally, I'm not lying. He goes and he picks up, I think it was his mandolin, and he starts playing something else. I'm like, dude, number one, pick an instrument, pick a genre.
Right.
And number 3, hurry up so I can finish my show.
Well, Chase has got that down because I promise you, unless you make him, he ain't playing country music.
I know.
He freaking hates it. Like, there's the Carol of the Bells by Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and I like that song. It rocks. It actually's got, it jams. I'm not a classical kind of Trans-Siberian. They've got some, cool tunes, but I'm like, hell yeah. Hey, dude, why don't you go in there and play that? No. Why? And then he's in there playing like some god awful.
What was that? Hide the Body?
Let the bodies hit the
Let the
floor.
bodies
Yeah.
hit the
Drowning
floor.
Bodies,
I
drowning
never
pool.
heard that until we were on our way home from Mueller the other night.
Oh,
He goes,
really?
Miss Kim, play Let the Bodies Hit. And I said, play the what?
Oh, see, I love that song because I mean,
Good thing you
it's
didn't
like
type that in wrong. Could have came up something very bad.
it's like I'm not a Marilyn Manson fan, but Marilyn Manson's got a song that every time it comes on the radio,
Beautiful People.
like I got pulled over going down 430 doing almost 90 miles an hour. The cop pulled me over. He comes up to the car and he was like, "Dude, are you in a hurry?" And I was like, "Honestly." I said, "Can I just be 100% truthful with you?" And he was like, "Go ahead." I was like, "Marilyn Manson, Beautiful People." I cranked it up. My foot got heavy. I was headbanging. I was like, "I'm just 100% a complete jackass," and I should. And he started laughing, and I was
and
like,
then he goes, "Here's your $150 ticket. Be on your way down."
"No." He said, "That song gets me every time." And he gave me my driver's license back, and he said, "Be careful going home." And I was like, "Holy!"
He should have got you for reckless driving.
Yeah, 25 over the speed limit.
You're headbanging,
And
sir.
he-
You're supposed to be
Like,
watching the road.
I'm being like 100%
Distracted driving.
unsafe.
All kind of stuff.
And he was like, "Yeah, dude, go home. You're good." But that was just, it blew me away that it's just that song. It got me. But yeah, Chase, he's stuck on, it's either Skillet or anything else that's hard.
Well, see, that's where I'm loving where the boys are at right now because Ben was on a country kick for years, and now he realized real quick playing bass guitar, country is no fun. He doesn't
No.
enjoy it. It's
No.
boring. It's easy. There's nothing to it. It's the same 3 or 4 notes over and over and over. He hates it.
It's like when you drive down Bayside. Boom, 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 boom. Every taco shop you drive by is the same song.
He
playing.
hates it. So he's really gotten into Foo Fighters and Nirvana and Pearl Jam.
Shine down.
He's actually learned to shine
I'm
down.
a
Hey,
little jealous about
those
that,
tickets
by the
go on
way.
sale tomorrow, by the way.
I bought them today.
How?
I got the pre-sale.
Screw you. Why didn't you tell me?
I got it right here.
He
You
bought,
want it? Right
he
here.
bought,
Yes,
he
I
bought
do.
2, didn't you?
Yeah, he just posted on Facebook that he bought them like
He bought
10
2.
hours ago.
That's it.
Really? The number?
You bought 2, right?
Or the other one was.
He's not going to answer me, is
I
he?
paid for Morgan Wallen
brought-
tickets. My concert
I wish I'd have
budget's
known I'd
shot.
have had you bought mine so I could sit beside you.
Well,
that's the reason you didn't do it.
So I bought
reason you didn't.
I bought 2, and then Dallard got on there and said, "You." He
So
said, "Man, you
him and
inspired me."
Dallard
'Cause-
are going together.
Well, me and Dallard were gonna go. We were gonna go
Let's
last
see who
year.
his friends are.
We were gonna no. Y'all not. Y'all got to hear it out. Me and Dallard were gonna go last year when they were coming to Robinson. They were gonna do acoustical at Robinson.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
We bought tickets, everything, and it got canceled because of COVID.
Oh yeah.
So we were like, shit. So I bought the. Sorry about that.
No, he
I
said
got you.
shit.
Don't worry about it.
We're a little behind. On
I got it. We're
So
good.
I bought these, and then Dallard got on my post, and he's like, "Dude, you inspired me or whatever to buy some tickets too." And then he texted me, and he's like, and this mate, she ain't watching. Hell, they ain't watching. He's like, hell, Paula.
The
He's
cats
like,
might be.
hell, Paula probably won't want to go. He said, how about we just go together and we'll sell that one set of the tickets that we got.
To
And we'll
Shane.
each get some ticket, and then we'll just go together. But I don't know what ticket he's bought. I bought some, but
So he's got tickets,
we both do.
Which one's better?
but you've got.
I don't know. I don't know where his
You've got
are.
2 tickets and he's got 2 tickets.
Yeah, and he was talking about if Paula doesn't want to go,
She ain't going. I'm finna.
but they still have
Shane's gonna text.
they still have them on sale. The other pre-sale ticket or deal was
Damn, now I got to get off TikTok for a minute.
other one was this.
Hey, TikTok, I'll be right back.
That's the other
Like
one.
you
So both
care.
of those are the pre-sales.
Yeah,
Yeah, I bought mine at 6:30 this morning when I woke up and seen the pre-sale.
yeah, because those are going to be gone quick.
Well, they didn't sell out any of the times. It's not going to be like Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen,
Good
that son of a
Lord.
gun was.
Listen,
I tried to get Malia to go sit with us, but she wouldn't leave Zach. Because right when we walked, it was perfect. Right when we walked in there, they were walking this
I
way,
can't believe that everybody there that they ran into you.
right off the bat.
That's
So you got
hilarious.
2 and he's got 2, but there's probably going to be 2 extra.
There's
Maybe.
a possibility.
Well, I need to find out if Chase is going to go. Well, no, we got
You're
a
supposed to
tournament.
find out about a tournament.
We
Y'all
got-
have a tournament.
So there's a
that
tournament
Saturday.
Saturday.
Do you know
But
what
that's
tournament you're
Friday
playing
night.
in?
Yeah, the one that throws the ball.
It
and
might.
the
Well,
bat hits it.
all right, ding dong. No, I'm saying is I think it's the same tournament we're
Okay,
playing in.
let's just jump on the baseball for a second.
You know our kids are playing against.
That'll
each
I
hurt.
other.
know I'm not happy
That'll hurt
about
a little
that,
bit
'cause
if you
number
jump on a
one,
baseball.
Sit right
Shut up.
behind the dugout. Sit right behind home plate.
I mean, that's just
You
like,
need to get a
number
half
one,
shirt.
I'm gonna have to have a jersey from each team. 'cause
No,
I
you can
can't
have-
not-
We'll get
What?
one split down the
Half
middle.
shirt. A half
Oh,
shirt.
Great idea.
I need one because I can't not support.
The only thing that you
Both my
cannot
boys.
focus on is you're just going to have to pick say Tigers right, Legends left, or vice versa, and it's not going to matter where they're at in the dugout.
So
It's
at
just
any
going to have
point
to
in
roll.
time, will Chase be pitching to Jacob or vice versa?
Yes.
Because that's going to suck for me.
Yes.
I'm just going to have to walk away.
So here's what's going to happen. Jacob's going to be pitching to Chase at some point. Chase is going to be pitching to Jacob at some point.
I don't like that.
Jacob's going to be trying to throw Chase out at second and third.
He ain't going to throw Chase out.
He wants to so bad.
I don't care
He
if Johnny
wants to
Bench is training
He's
him.
probably right. But
Have they been making Jacob run?
yeah,
Okay.
Jacob's been doing speed and agility classes for the past 3 months.
He's been doing agility.
That boy is way faster than what he used to run the bases.
Oh, absolutely.
That
He's-
dude couldn't
he's
run
still-
out of-
He's
I would
still
be
slow.
screaming.
That dude
He's
couldn't
like,
run
I
out of
would be
sight in a
screaming.
week.
At his absolute slowest moment in the history of slow moments, he still damn near beat Chase to the playground. We told him to go break.
Yep.
Y'all take a break. You got an hour at the playground. Boom! What the hell is he
Where has
doing?
that been all year long?
He can't run that fast to the daggum first to second base.
I would
should've
get
seen-
so nervous when you would send him, and I'm like, no, God, run, Jacob, run.
For some
Raleigh, I
reason,
hear you.
he runs straight
What's
up
up,
and down
TikTok?
when he runs bases. I don't know what it is.
He runs on his tiptoes.
He does do that.
So I tried to tell him run heel to toe. That way he's running.
Galloping.
And he did that a couple times, and
Like a damn
there was
horse.
a noticeable difference. And then habits, he went back to running on his tiptoes.
He ran so damn fast. One time he overran third base and ran into Shane.
It was freaking funny. His head got there quicker than his feet
And what
did.
was funny about it is he came off the bag, then the kid was standing on the bag with the ball, and at that point Shane's like, "Go!"
Run. Yep, go. Don't even stop.
He took 3 steps and
send
the
it.
kid tagged him out.
You know, Miss Kim's going to have schedules for both teams.
Well, we'll have it. We've got our list of weekends that we're going to play.
We've got it too. I'm just curious how many of the same tournaments that we're actually in. So I
But
know.
yeah.
I think our first couple of tournaments we're starting out in, they've got us. Winston's wanting to start us out in single A tournaments to try to
So
build
where
their
do y'all
confidence.
play?
All over.
At a ball.
Conway,
Conway,
I
Hot
swear,
Springs.
Cabot.
I'm running out of crap to throw at you.
Most of ours are
Conway,
Conway,
Cabot, Hot
Hot
Springs.
Yep.
You can't throw our stuff off of there.
Apparently, one of the hot springs is pretty nice.
The one,
But
the,
it's-
the new one in Hot Springs, I think, is all turf too.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're
Wow.
playing. A lot of them are going to be turf.
Turf, yeah.
Like, and dude, if you ain't practicing on turf, you need to.
That's what we practice on turf all
Because
the
it's
time.
a
That
That's
whole-
a different
ball
running
takes a-
environment.
well, the ball takes a
the
different-
belt-
yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
it's a whole different.
That ball comes in
Ball game.
fast.
So
on the
speaking
go.
of ball, that's my weight loss goal for next year is to play co-ed ball.
I didn't know where we were going with this. I was just gonna
Rodney, you
hold
gonna
this
take
out.
Rodney? You gonna help her get on a team?
We didn't do co-ed. We don't like girls. We don't
Yeah,
like
I don't like
women on our
girls.
team. But no, I'm gonna tell you
He
this
doesn't
right
like
now.
girls.
Hey, I'll be free at 9 times.
Hey, we could
He doesn't
do.
like girls.
We could do a Dads After Dark co-ed team now, right here at the start of the ballpark.
Yeah, we could.
See, I want to play. I haven't played in years. I played when I was younger and I loved it. And then I got older and then I got
like you.
fat.
Well, we're supposed to be getting with Winston at some point soon and going up there and getting on the hit tracks there at
It's a
That would
warm
be
up.
so much
over
fun.
over at Hit Sticks, and I think Rodney and Shane won't commit. I think they're chicken.
Dude,
shit.
we already told you. Let's do it.
I will come out and swing both of them.
All
You
right.
see that?
Okay.
I reloaded.
Let me tell you something.
Even though I'm not a dad, can I get in on this action?
What
This
you
sounds
talking about
like
the
fun.
hit tracker?
Yeah.
Just because you're up there throwing dollars at Winston to get the insights on the way the swing's supposed to, dude. I tell you what, you bring the pizzas and we'll put on the show.
There you go. Speaking of dad events, dad functions, Kimmy, next Wednesday night we're gonna have our dad's Christmas party up in
wow.
here, and you're invited.
Well, thank you.
I take it back. Never mind.
Okay.
I look like I played
I
house
get nothing from them.
league hockey.
What?
Saturday, I'm going to ring the bell for the Salvation Army.
Hey.
Didn't you just do that?
I did it.
Okay.
I mean, my niece did. And
You think we could do like a Dads After Dark bucket and you could ring it out
Hey.
there? And
We should wear
Have 2 buckets.
we should wear the same clothing and go ring the bell.
y'all could come ring the bell with me.
what kind of clothing are we wearing? on
That's
there?
right here.
Well, none of us had pants on.
You said Saturday.
Exactly.
Saturday from 2 to 4.
Think about the amount of tips we would get.
But
We
it
got
is-
we
it
got
is-
baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball
Put
practice
pants
2 to
on.
4.
I mean, if never mind, I'm not going to go there. We'll get
It
banned.
is
again.
Saturday. Do you have practice 2 to 4?
We do not have anything
We
Saturday.
do. We got baseball practice 2 to
It was
4.
actually a lot of fun. So my niece and I did it the first time, and she's kind of shy, but she was so good. She's 11, and she was like, "Thank you and Merry Christmas," and she was just talking to everybody, and we sang carols to people walking in the door.
Well, you don't want Zach out there because he'll scare everybody off.
I don't know why I just thought about this, but it was like, so Mama Cheesy came to baseball games and supported us. We had Brittany Mariner and Riley and Rodney and Zoe came watch Chase play basketball.
Make me feel
last
bad
night.
about it, dude.
I'm trying to.
I didn't know about it, or I'd have been there.
Well,
I knew about it, but I wasn't there. 'Cause I don't even like that kid.
Mary posted.
we were hits.
Mary posted something.
Picture of him sweating his ass off because y'all forgot his water.
Holy cow, dude! Like, listen to me. When I'm telling you, I was concerned. This was the hardest game anybody has seen anybody play out of all season that we've played. Like, it was like a UFC match, but basketball fourth graders
wow.
or third. It was epic. Like, I'm telling my kids, I'm like, look, I need y'all to be sportsmen, but quit taking shit off of them and go push them back. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to get down. It's like, don't be mean, but don't take
Throw an
no crap.
elbow.
Let's get down. Well, at the end of the game, dude, Chase
It
is
looks over and
five.
Chase is just.
Chase is 5 shades of red. And he's like, and I'm like, bro, you good? He's like, I just need some water. And he just starts crying. And he was like, I'm so thirsty. Well, then I get to talking to somebody, and Mary's like elbowing me. She's like, look at him. He's about to pass the hell out,
There's a toilet right there. Go.
Like, so I'm like, go to the water fountain. They've got the water fountains disabled.
How does it stick your head under the sink in the bathroom, dude?
Right.
I've done
Or
it.
to the toilet. I mean,
We
dogs
forgot
do it,
his
it's
freaking
fine.
water jug, so we had to haul. Dude, he runs into the gas station and grabs a Gatorade. The door's still open on the cooler, and he's over.
You tell that baby next time, call me. And
Man,
I'll
he
bring
was
water.
poor.
Shane almost
pouring
went
it
to his
down.
truck and got the bottle of vodka to give to him.
I
He didn't
know
do it.
it's Crown. I don't vodkas.
I did that at the
Vodkas for
I went out there to the Little Rock Marathon 3 weeks ago, and I was passing out cups of vodka.
There you go.
You ought to see their faces when they run by, and they're like, "Oh man, thanks for the water."
Belgium.
Good God.
Where's
Yeah, it fucks up all the running.
is Belgium farther than Italy?
They like French fries.
Well,
I think Belgium
Belgium
is
is
next to Germany,
it's
isn't it?
the top of
I
Europe.
failed
and-
geography.
And Italy is the bottom of Europe.
Damn, I said
But
that wrong. I should have I screwed that up. I failed science. Where's Belgium?
Mileage-wise, I don't
Knowledge
know.
wise,
Sorry.
yeah. Belgium, what's up, Belgium?
But yeah, we'll have to get you a
Like,
jersey, a
follow.
little split down the
Yes,
middle.
absolutely.
I think the boys are actually excited about playing against each other, right? I mean, they've been together for going on 5 years now.
Yeah.
I think they may come back together next year,
He's
it's,
just
or the
Belgian
year
fries.
after or something.
Ha, ha.
But I think it's gonna be fun. We're looking
I'm
forward.
excited for him.
I'm ready for Mary to disown me when
That-
Jacob
I'm
tags.
I'm gonna tell you
Really?
right now. During the game, she's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, Mary's.
I'm really excited that they're going to be able to be in a competitive league
Right.
that has rules.
Yeah,
Right.
That
see,
apply to
oh my God.
everybody.
Let me go on
Are
and jump
y'all
on that.
Are y'all?
Why would you start him?
Hang on.
Why?
Are y'all on the
Kenny.
fields coaching?
I am.
Oh shit!
I don't know what he's doing.
Y'all are too.
Yep.
I was hoping y'all'd be in the stands
Hey.
so we could like.
So
Have
I've
y'all
been
fighting.
I've been
So, like, do games matter?
I've been put in charge of pitching. I am the pitching manager and the pitching coach. The first time Jacob comes up to bat, he's getting drilled.
Right in the
Free
helmet,
base.
dude. Helmet.
I'm gonna tell you right now what's gonna happen, dude.
He's gonna duck.
Nope. He will not flinch.
Right.
He will take it at batting practice every day. He takes one every day.
That's awesome.
We hit him every batting practice.
is
Every
Dollar texts me back. He's got tickets.
one of the kids, every batting practice,
he even
they
know
have
that?
to take one.
He's
Can
just-
y'all do a Dad's After Dark live from the Shining?
Oh,
Oh, we might. We have to.
Live on location?
So here's what's cool is it was extremely hard for me to swallow the fact that I was going to walk away from league baseball.
Goes like this.
yeah.
just like that.
It
right
was
there.
hard. It was not an easy decision. And I went back and forth on it multiple times because
Oh, Winston's on here now. Just be careful what you say.
here's the deal. I mean,
What up, Winston?
the world
Man, you should have heard what Shane just said about you.
the world needs league baseball.
Yes.
It needs it. There's
League baseball is not like it was when
No.
we were
I've heard this
kids.
12 times.
there are kids
Soapbox time.
there are kids that have to have it.
You
I
need a
mean,
button
there's
for that.
kids that are never going to be
bubbles.
good
Yeah.
enough. God, I ain't gonna say it that right way. There's kids that are just that want to be out there and they want to play, but they're
Some
not.
of y'all just suck.
no,
Okay,
they're not going to want to be competitive.
Yeah.
They just want to go out there and play some yard ball and go home. They don't care if they win or lose. They just want to go play ball with their buddies. That's it. But then there's kids that they want to be the best player on the field. They want to win every game. You can't keep those kids on the same field under the way the league is today and expect anybody to be developed. So,
And it's frustrating for these kids to be on a team with when you've got certain kids. And I'm not gonna, obviously our kids work their tails off. It's really frustrating for them to work their butt off in their free time and show up, and some of their teammates, their friends, their buddies aren't putting in the effort, aren't putting in the work.
it ain't no different than any music, work, baseball. There's always people that are going to half-ass it and affect those that work their ass off. Yeah. It's not fair to those that work their tail off.
Winston said Jacob Glover versus Chase Prater all week long on the hit sticks, on the hit tracks.
It actually doesn't say that at all.
It does.
It actually says Glover versus Prater.
He means the kids.
No, he doesn't. He's talking about me and you.
Come on, bring it, dude. I ain't scared.
So here's so I had to.
I know you got a bad back. I ain't worried about it.
Between the competitiveness and wanting my kid to, because here's what got me was we're playing in a championship, and all year long I had to tell the kids to dial it down because we're trying to be classy. We're not trying to go out there and win 30-0 and ruin baseball for the kids on the other team that just started playing. So it's like, dial it down. Let's be classy.
We had a couple times we played an extra inning and just played the field so they could hit.
And then we go into a game that we need to win, that we want to win, that we have to be competitive on, and the kids are like, wait a minute, we haven't done this all year long. How do I play hard?
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, we got to do something. Well, then I started hearing chatter about other kids. Basically it was like, start a tournament team. Well, I don't know enough about tournaments to go start a tournament team. I know enough about baseball to go do that, but really not sure how this is going to work. I don't know what to do. Well, then I was like, look, everybody, if this has to be done, y'all go try out. Everybody go try out for a team. See what happens.
Shane and I talked about trying to get a team up and going and starting one, but you've got to have funding.
A lot of
funding.
A lot of funding.
Yeah, that's not cheap
You've
stuff.
got to have facilities because you not only do you have to have fields to practice on. Yes, you can rent fields at Benton, Bryant, whatever. You can rent the fields. You got to have an indoor practice facility too or you're going to be at a competitive disadvantage. You have to practice.
Rain or shine.
Snow, sleet, hell, whatever. You've got to be able to practice.
But the part that killed me was like, all right, at the end of the season, I'm having to look at all my kids that I've been with basically for 4 years and go, guys, this is it. We're done.
So basically, you pulled a Traylon Burks on him.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I did.
Do you remember him giving Traylon Burks a lot of crap about?
Did I not say that the other day though, you asshole?
I got you.
So I had to look at these kids and it's like, you know what? This is it, guys. But I mean, I feel that I did it in a way that was respectful, I guess, in a sense. I didn't just, hey, screw y'all, we're out, figure it out on your own. And then, some of the other kids are all out trying out for teams and like they're not making it. And a lot of the tournament stuff is political. It's 100% political. They know I want these 2 kids, but I'm going to have a tryout with 70 kids show up. But I'm only going to pick these 2, but I got to do it in this fashion.
I'm not going to call names. I'm going to leave team names out of this because they may or may not be watching. I don't really care.
Who cares? But
all right. Anyways, the Outlaws that we went out and tried out for them in Sheridan.
That was one of the. They knew
they had 60 kids try out for 3 spots.
Yep.
3 of the kids on our Hit 6 team came from that team.
Right.
2 of them got cut, and then one of their better players said, "The heck with that. Those are my buddies."
Well,
I've been playing with them for 2 years, and so now all 3 of them are with us.
It's political. A lot of it's political, and I get it. It's about winning. Yeah. It's about winning. So they do what they got to do to get the best players to win the game. I get it. But so it kind of hurt me a little bit that I'm going, oh man, some of these kids are trying out. They're not making it. Chase tried out for 2 teams and didn't make it, and it was like, well, all right, this is going to be a lot harder than we thought, But we ended up, we tried out for the Tigers and we picked up and they were like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, all right, this is cool. And then I go back to what all my other kids going to do. And then, I'm like still talking to people and I'm like, hey, y'all go try out. And this is where I tip my hat to Winston because he's got
5.
He's got
I tipped it.
Oh, tipped it. He's got the facilities to help develop these kids. He just needed the want to from the kids to go be better. So he was able to pull a tryout with basically he's got 5 of my Mud Hens on his
As they
team.
say, is Gunner.
Gunner's on there, Jared.
And
Jared, Jaden, and Aiden.
Yeah.
Aiden.
And Jacob.
Yeah,
So-
I thought I saw that Aiden was on there.
Yeah, he picked up 5.
So that was
We've got 5 kids from the Mud Hens and 3 from the Outlaws.
Yes. So that was super cool to me as a coach of these kids, and loving baseball and loving league and loving all this. The fact that those kids got to stay together. I would love for, had Chase been able to. The timing was off on the whole situation.
I'm gonna try to recruit Chase for next year.
because at the time
I need to be able to cheer.
I don't believe that team was even a thought yet.
It wasn't.
I do believe that I remember the timeline just from following
Right.
y'all's posts that he was already on that before.
Well, he
y'all.
started in fall, and then
Oh
like,
my
we
God.
didn't even try out till months after that.
On
I'm glad
on
Winston
a,
got on here and said one from the Bears because I was thinking y'all are still short of players.
I can say this.
Well, we've got 10.
Could you imagine if me and Winston were on the same field together coaching? We did it once.
Freaking loud.
We did it one time.
Need headphones.
We picked up on the Legends for a tournament, and he let me come in, and it was one of those. It was not a great coaching effort and I say that because I had no idea of what he was doing. He had no idea what I could do. So he was doing his thing, and I'm over there just kind of slowly trying. I don't know what I need to do. Can I be me, or can I just? But at the end of it all, it's like anytime any of my people that are going to hit sticks or on the, they're like, oh my God, nothing changed as far as coaching styles and attitudes and loudness, because people will tell you right now, they come into the ballpark and they're like, oh, Mud Hens are playing. How do you know? Listen, Shane's a mile
Screaming
across
at
the field screaming at them. Not in a bad way.
No,
I'm
you love those boys.
It's like you heard me in the gym last night.
Yeah.
I'm loud. I'm generally loud.
He just generally, and it's a transition. I had to do that when I came on to Shane's team. When we joined the Mud Hens, we had come from T-ball, and he had already had a T-ball team together. They moved up to 6U, and we joined them in 6U. I'd been head coach for 5 years. I had to learn how to become an assistant coach and take a back seat to somebody. It's hard. It's very different.
And I don't know how to not be in charge. That was funny. So what's that?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm in charge.
well, apparently,
Yeah.
Sure you are.
you're not bossy. Those are aggressive leadership
Well, I
skills.
told him I'm very passionate and energetic.
Yes.
That's what that is.
I had a
But-
patient ask me one day, he said, you're the oldest child in your family, aren't you? And I went, yeah. Well, he goes, well, you're kind of bossy. I was like, those are aggressive leadership skills. That is not bossiness.
There you go. That's one way to put it.
Well, somebody talking about being from the stands. So when we joined the Tigers, Mary was relieved. She was like, finally,
Right.
we're going to sit and watch some baseball.
Wrong.
She was extremely relieved when we received an email from the coaching staff, and it was contracts.
Tell him to shut up and be
It
a
was
parent.
it was a parent contract saying, in so many words, we are the coaches. You are to stay in the stands. For no reason are you to interfere with anything we are doing. You're to encourage the kids. We're the coaches. You're the parents. Know your role. That's what the contract read in so
Stay in
many
your
words.
lane.
Kids, this is how you're going to react. This is how you're going to play. This is what you're going to do. If anybody cannot fulfill their duties of this contract that you signed, you will be removed from the team. Oh, shit. This is not good
Got
at
him.
all, because it's like I started getting nervous and anxious, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to sign the contract and send it over. Very first practice, I'm standing on the other side of the fence. Mary's
you
over
know
there
to
sitting
stand,
down.
not sitting.
Mary's
No, he cannot.
like, come sit down. And I was like, no, can't. So now I'm over at the fence on the right side of the dugout. The gate for the field is on the left side of the dugout. 10 minutes, I'm over at the gate. And I'm standing there watching. 15 minutes, I'm standing on the grass just inside the gate. A ball rolls over. I was like, I got it. I'll get it. Go over there and toss the ball out. They're like, hey, appreciate it. I was like, yeah, you're good. Thank you.
Next thing you know, he's
Let me-
standing behind the pitcher.
Well, then at some point, I was like, Coach, I said, I need you to understand something about me. I said, y'all don't know anything about me. But I've been coaching baseball for a little while. I've been coaching these kids. I signed that contract, but it's a lie, dude. I don't know how.
I forced somebody else's
It's
name.
null and void, dude. I am not a parent. I'm a coach. If you need anything at all, please, I beg you, take.
Just make, yeah.
He
I'll
said- he
shag-
handed him a rag. Said, "Go clean the dugout."
I'll shag balls. I'll whatever
I'll
you
be the
want me to
water
do.
boy.
Let's. I need to be out here. So, and it was kind of like you could almost see it in their eyes. It's like, oh, great, we've got that dad.
Yep.
You know, and then
But Shane will tell you flat out from our experiences, we wish we had more of those dads when
Right.
we were coaching.
Yeah.
yeah, because it's
Very, very few of them wanted to actually get out there and help.
We so that happened, and then we were going through some pitching stuff, and right now at their age, they're just now learning how to pick people off. They're just now learning how to steal
And not do a balk.
right.
and-
So
Yeah.
there's
It's all brand
and
new.
that was my life was a pitcher. I mean, I played baseball. I can teach and show you almost every position on the field, but pitching was me. That's what I did. Chase comes up to pitch for the first time. They hadn't seen him pitch yet. The kid's on third leading off. Chase comes up. He comes set, and he picks the kid off at third. And everybody's like, what the hell? Even the kid and the coach was like, who taught him how to do that? I was like, I did. At the end of the next practice, he was like, hey, and I had been out on the field previous. Hey, you want to be the pitching coach?
He's like,
The
we
pitching
can't get,
manager?
we can't
Shane's
get
over
rid
there
of
going,
you.
"Please?"
Yes. So, in so many instances, that's pretty much how that played out. But that was cool. So now I'm able to be on the field, yelling and doing what and I'm not 100% me because I can't jump into that role because I can't step on their toes. You know.
Mm-hmm. It's
So-
hard taking a backseat to somebody.
Yeah, it is. But they've given me control of the pitchers. It's like our last two practices. It was like, Shane, we're going to split into three groups. You take these, we'll take these, and we'll take these. You do all the pitching. So I got them over on the side, and we're going through pitching drills and doing all the pitching stuff, and then they're working on different things. But then there's another guy. So there's four coaches, basically. So we've all – and it's and the more we kind of gel together, it's like a new team. We all have our strengths because, like, you know, Josh is good at explaining and talking. I'm good at showing,
And yelling.
telling, and
Very good
then
yelling.
like, guys, flip the switch. It's time to be serious. Pull your heads out of your butts. We're not playing video games right now. And then I'm good at motivating too, because that was something that we were having one of the tournaments we played in, and it was probably one of the only times I really got to just be me. And the kids were down; they weren't alive. It was sad. It was like, all right, so,
Winston asked, when was their last practice?
Sunday.
You had one Sunday?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
I think he was about to talk crap.
yeah, we're on the field, and I was
I
like,
can't wait to meet Winston.
I was
Winston,
sitting there.
he's so much like Shane, it's not even funny. And here's the thing is, we got 5 of those mud hens on there. I think Winston's meaner. I really do. And I love it. I think it's fantastic.
Oh, they need to be. You gotta be drill sergeant on these kids. Not all the time. There's a fine line, but like on this particular day, I was like, guys, y'all want to be here? And they just look at me. I was like, who wants to be the best hitter today? And one of them raised their hand. I was like, well, that's why we're losing right now, because only one of you want to be the best hitter. Who wants to be the best hitter today? And they all just kind of lift up, and it's like, I do, coach. Who wants to be the best catcher? And then it's like, oh, wait, here we go. And then for the rest of the game, they went out there and played baseball. And it was like, all right, cool. We got to them a little bit. But I don't know. There's a balance there.
Winston was about to talk shit, but he said we rolling, baby.
Well, if I had my own indoor training facility, we would be rolling too. But
Hey, I bet y'all can rent his.
He had an opportunity.
I'm not trying. Why would you say that? We already discussed that.
I'm
one.
just messing with you.
Now he's
But
stirring the pot.
like today, Winston, Jacob had a hitting lesson with Winston at 3:30 today, and it was not his best hitting lesson at all. I mean, it wasn't Winston's fault. Winston did what he was supposed to do. Jacob just wasn't with it today. He's had some really good ones. He's come out and murdered the ball a few times. Today was not it.
Well,
But Winston was on his butt and just riding him until the end, and he finally got a new maximum velocity exit velocity out of it. Finally started to get a few hits out of it. I love his coaching style.
Shane, I'll throw it out there, man. You can rent the hit sticks for 90 minutes for $100 if you want an indoor facility. I'm just throwing that out there. That's Hit Sticks in Benton.
Hit Sticks Batting LLC
In Benton.
Yep.
We need an address.
I might know the guy that owns the place.
But yeah, they have their own outdoor building now. They rent it out for team practices.
You know what?
It's got 2 full-length batting cages in it.
You talking about Jacob? You know, they work hard and they fail sometimes. And I was telling the kids the other day, I was like, even on the basketball court with, and I don't know basketball. I don't know nothing about basketball. I know the basics of basketball, but that's it. But I was telling them,
field goal,
and
extra point's good.
I was like, that dude hit a birdie, man. But I was telling the kids, I was like, they're talking about working hard, and I was like, major league athletes, NFL football players, basketball, paid athletes who get paid millions of dollars because they're the best at what there is, still practice every single day.
And they still have bad days. Rory McIlroy.
Right, that's it. So
good Lord.
That's
he
what
imploded.
I
say that 10 times fast.
Rory
Right.
McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy.
So that's why I try to explain to them, you know, we put a lot of pressure on these kids.
But they are still kids.
Yeah, but they are still kids, and they have to understand.
We forget they're kids sometimes.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
we do.
and you know, and just going back to, you know, the music stuff, it is very easy when they are putting so much effort into this, and they're putting a lot of more work into it than a lot of adults do. And it is easy, I think, sometimes to forget, hey, they're kids. They're going to have, like Jacob's going to have an off day. I mean, there's a day that they're
After he'd been at school all freaking day.
The biggest, baddest.
He'd done skills and drills and speed and agility the last 2 nights in a row. He's tired.
Right. Yeah.
I put him 3 days in a row. He's tired.
And like, you know, it's like we just said, there are paid athletes that make millions of dollars have bad days and have off days.
Yeah, and especially when they're good, it's like, all right, step back. Freaking 9 years old, dude. What are you doing?
And we would do that too. Like they would get out there on the field, like back in the fall, they would have moments before the game started, and they were just all kind of goofing around. And I go out there, and I just stopped. And I'm like, you know what? I'll give them 5 minutes to be a 9-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, and then we'll get after.
No, I tell them straight up, you're not allowed to be a kid today. Get your ass up and let's go play some ball. Yeah, but no, it is easy. But no, I'm excited about baseball coming up. I'm glad.
Winston did say, Shane, you'll be proud of Jacob, Gunnar, and Aiden. He said all your mud ends, but those 3 for sure. They've come a long way.
Yeah, and that's what's cool is it was hard for me.
Cool, you get them with a decent coach. And
I know, it's almost like if you get a decent head coach that knows what they're doing. No, what it is now they're
Shane's
doing
over here going,
now they're doing skills and drills. They're doing speed and agility, and they're practicing every day of the week.
Here's the deal.
And doing lessons. Shane had them one day.
I had them one day a week.
Yes, and you also had different levels of
And
practice,
I also had
effort.
I had kids.
He would have 10 kids show up to practice and have to coach all 10 and work on a couple here and there.
Yes.
I've got 5 that are working at practice and at home, and I've got 5 that are showing up to practice. And
He got a couple that can't throw the damn ball.
I'm
so
having
teach them how to throw the ball.
I'm having to take time away from 2 and give it to 3, and then these 2 are jacking around. It's a bad combination. But in Winston's case, when you have kids that have a little bit of want to,
Shane, you did a terrible job.
Yeah,
Said he left him with nothing to work with.
Actually, I think he owes me a little commission.
Finding kids.
Right. Because I sent him a handful of kids that are spending a lot of money up there to get better.
Keeping the damn lights on.
So
That's for
you're
sure.
welcome, dude.
Between Jetway and Hit Sticks, man, I'm keeping them. I'm paying their mortgage.
You
I'd pay for him.
you take Winston's situation to where he has all of the tools to build a dynasty.
It was a big tool right there.
Right here, big tool.
And on top of that, the want to of the kids to be better with the parents who are willing to do whatever it takes because that's what their kids want.
So we didn't do we did baseball for a couple of years. But you know,
We know that. Zach, he can't walk straight, more or less run.
Did he break his leg or he broke his arm by putting his pants on?
well,
You can't even argue that.
in his defense, his
Don't
knee
you defend him.
dislocated
Don't defend him.
and he fell. But anyway, I'm always going to defend him. He's my baby. But
I tried to tag him and his old lady, and he didn't.
they've
get
been
in
out
there.
serving summons all night long.
I don't give a shit.
But we
They know
we
what
have
day
to
our show's on.
we have to relate I have to relate everything to music. So one of the things that I've always encouraged kids that start out in 6th, 7th, 8th grade band is it's going to be boring right now because you
And
have
that's where Ben's at right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you have the same thing. You have kids that are in it just because they want to have a period that they're not in math class.
Yep.
So they think they're going to take band. Now, as you get up into senior high, you start getting into the kids that want to be there. They're there because they want to be there, because they want to practice. They want to be better. And it makes it more fun. And it also makes it a better learning experience for your craft. Now, that being said, you also, like, if you look at, say, Sheridan's band program versus Bryant's band program, they have such a massive
The
pool
Bryant
to
kids,
choose
the
from.
Bryant kids can read.
Well, no, it's not just that. The Bryant kids have a group of people. They can take, say, and have 200 people out of 400 and that just want to do marching band.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you don't have that in, say, Sheridan, because it's not a big thing. When you have the people there that want to be there and they want to practice and they want to get better and they want to push
And they've
themselves,
got a support system behind
and
them.
they have a support
Right.
system behind them, it's going to be a better experience for
results,
everybody
yeah.
and better results.
That's what makes me proud of the legend situation, is because I've got what I call my kids that are now in a position to be developed and to thrive, and all of the tools are in place to make that happen.
Yeah.
So it's everything happens for a reason. You know, I feel like I give them just enough to do what they did, and then now they're able to get more to be better at what they want to be better at. So it's like,
And that goes.
You planted the seeds
Right.
that
They
Winston
gotta-
is now reaping.
So I had a
that
kid.
goes back to what we were talking about with starting a travel team. Though we would be at such a competitive disadvantage because we didn't have an indoor facility, we didn't have a practice facility all the time. We wouldn't have them 3-4 nights a week in there doing lessons with us on top of
And
practices.
you were teaching them still, which obviously.
And
is
honestly, the way that particular league was run, you guys were already
It
at
was
a
garbage.
disadvantage
We were at a bad
because everybody, so my nephew's the same age as Chase and Jacob, and then my coworker Brian, his son's the same. One plays in Greenbrier and one plays in Sherwood. They've been on live arm pitch, or they were on
Right.
coach pitch and then live arm pitch while you guys were still using pitching machine.
Yep.
Y'all were already at a disadvantage.
Yeah. And it's funny is
Unfortunately,
that
and it wasn't
same
y'all's fault.
the lady in charge of that league is going to have the guts to come off into the basketball gym the other night trying to tell them how to do things. I said, "You figure out how to run that baseball league? You come on in here and talk about
I
baseball."
can't count the number of times she'd be outside the fence just watching him.
Watching me because
I watched her watch him. I know who you're talking about.
There were a couple times there were questionable calls, and Shane would start to say something, and he'd bite his tongue and just walk to the fence.
But I just I ain't
Listen,
even
there
gonna
was
get
a
on
time that I got in trouble because there was a couple, the last game I was at was at Sardis. I've never in my life seen so many bad, questionable calls in my life. A kid got hit, put his hand up to defend himself, and they called him what did they call him, out?
No, it was like
It was a
dead
strike.
ball.
No,
It wasn't even dead ball. It was a ball.
it was a
and I
ball.
was like, no, the ball hit him in the hand.
That's
Well,
a free base.
He tried to grab
He grabbed it. No, he was trying to keep it from hitting me in the face.
They've been avoiding the ball all year long because they're scared to death of it. Why the hell would he? Oh no, don't do this. I'm not going there again. Blood pressure.
Sorry.
But no, I told the kids like the other night, and this is in general. This is in life. Period. One of my kids on the basketball team.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Right. He was upset. He was overheard telling one of the other kids, "I don't ever get to shoot the ball. Chase and Alex shoot the ball all the time. I don't ever get to pass the ball in. I don't ever get to do this." And it was brought to my attention. So instead of calling the kid out, I pulled everybody together and I was like, "Hey, look, someone was overheard talking about, I don't get to do this and I don't get to do that and I don't get to shoot this and I don't get to shoot that it's always Chase and Alec." I said, "Let me tell y'all why Chase and Alec are doing this so much. Because they want to do this. They want to be the best shot. They want to make all the points. They want to be the only one to score the goals." I said, and until everybody on the team wants to be the best shooter, the best dribbler, the best passer, then you're going to stand there and watch everybody else play. I was like, so if you want to be better and you don't want to be sitting over here complaining about not being able to do things, then I suggest you step up and show me you want to be better. The one kid that mess, dude, I popped a bubble. Coach, can I go back in the game? Bro, you're red, you're sweating, you're about to pee. I don't care, Coach. I want to go play. I want to go make the shot. I want to go steal the ball. All right, homie, go get in there. And I mean, he has like
That's awesome.
jumped in there, and he's, hey, bro, you need to take a break. You're about to puke. Or, no, Coach, I'm okay, Coach. I want to go. Like it lit a spark in him, but it's about the want to. And if you don't want to do something, you're not going to do anything. But
Speaking of want to, my favorite stories.
Russia.
My favorite stories are of Chase playing baseball. Not once, but twice. That boy has peed his pants while standing on the bag running bases.
Chase.
Because he was not coming out of the game.
Center field. He comes in, and it's like, hey, are your pants wet? Daddy, shut up. What did you... Dad, shut up. And it's not bad. You know,
Throw
it's
some
just,
dirt on it,
He
bud.
leaked a little bit just to relieve that tiny bit
Yeah.
of pressure that was there. I was like, did you pitch? Dad, shut up. I'm like, this is embarrassing, dude. And he was like, I know, just shut up. I didn't want to come out of the game. And I'm like,
There was once he was on first base,
It
and
won't be near as embarrassing if you don't tell everybody about it.
I was coaching first base, and he was on first after a base hit, and I could just see him just grabbing himself and dancing. I was like, dude, you got to pee. He goes, yeah. I go, you want me to call a timeout and you go pee? Nope.
can't call timeout in baseball.
There ain't no
Time
baseball.
blue. 15 to the P box.
But I could have pulled him out and substituted him with somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
He wasn't having it. Wasn't having it.
No, he wants, like, there's that want to. He's got that want to. It's
And to the point where Mary was watching the outfield, and he was dancing. I was like, he's about to pee himself
Yeah.
again.
again. But no, man, for real though, I'm excited about baseball. Shout out to Winston over at Hit Sticks and all the
It's
kids.
Sticks
and
Batting LLC.
shout out to the parents of the kids that are.
I think they still got spots open for their Christmas camp.
They do have spot opens. $160 for a 4-day camp, 9 to 1, from the 20th to the 23rd, I believe.
That means
20.
Monday through Thursday.
Monday
Yeah, I
through
believe so.
Thursday.
But y'all can sign up online. You can pay online. Send them kids over there, and
Send us
basically,
180, we'll get you in.
I mean, for $160, dude, you get a very active daycare that will wear your kids down. And
You're not wrong. And at the end of every day, they work hard and then they play
No,
hard.
they
At the
do.
end of every day, the last 30, 45 minutes, they play a game. They'll play wall ball, or they'll play dodgeball, or wiffle ball against each other. They have fun. Like
he's
the
not
last
only a
40
spokesman; he's a client.
I very much am a client.
He's up there every damn picture we get on our text group. He's there.
I'm there every freaking day.
Yep.
I won't be there the next 2 days because, speaking of band, Ben's got his first band recital tomorrow night.
Does he really?
We're-
What is he playing?
We're done with all. Oh wait,
He said,
Different
"Don't
band.
call us a daycare."
Don't
bro.
call us a daycare.
I knew it was coming. I
Hey,
knew it was
what-
coming.
what
You're
have you been
you're a
playing?
He's
daycare
playing
from 9 to 1.
three Christmas songs. I know that. And then they're going through their scales or something else.
What
for the
instrument is he playing?
They're
well,
developing children.
French horn.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
French fries.
Listen, the stranger the instrument, the more scholarship opportunities
I was
there
gonna say,
are when you get
the
older.
core of the chicks.
I watched an interview with Ashley McBride the other
Yeah.
day, and she got a scholarship
Okay,
playing
enough.
French horn.
Don't let's not.
Love you
And
too,
she
Emily.
had no desire to play French horn. Hated French
Yeah.
horn, but they needed. She got one to. I think it was
What's up?
Jonesboro.
What's
up?
I think she got a scholarship for French horn.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
The stranger the instrument, now
tired.
the more expensive they are, the more turns they have.
Hey,
But
Joseph Purser's asking if we have any squares left.
Yeah,
Yes, we
JP,
do.
buy them
We do
up,
have
boy.
squares, so
Just throw a 100 spot at it.
we did.
They've been selling lately.
He's got the money. He can throw a 100 spot at it.
The
Come on,
latest
JP.
the latest square picture that you see is the updated one.
Yeah, if you go to our page, it's pinned at the top.
Yep.
You-
Dad's After Dark Radio
for
Facebook.
100, you can get 10 squares. So
are we
go on
live?
and
Are
get
y'all
'em.
live streaming the game?
Yes,
That's
we
the
are.
plan. We will go as long
Well,
as they'll let us.
Here's the deal. It's New Year's Day at 11 a.m.
We're talking about going
So
live on
here's
New
the
Year's
deal.
Eve too.
We're gonna be.
I'm parking my camper. I'm not bringing my camper home from the Deer Woods. I'm parking it at Corey and Heather's on the halfway point. That's
Are there
probably
going to be
not a good
hash
idea.
browns and
What the
breakfast
hell
at
for?
2?
Apparently, the party's at Corey and Heather's house.
Oh, you didn't get the
New
invite?
Year's Eve.
I don't get it.
Sucks to be you.
I didn't know nothing about it until
I didn't get an
yesterday.
invite.
Did you know anything about it?
Yeah.
I don't even know where the hell they live. First off, one.
Out in the middle
over
of
there
nowhere.
They live over yonder.
You know where the Ico haircutting place is?
That little bitty old building. there?
Yeah, it's down there past it on the left.
That's a long ways for a drunk driver.
Right, especially on the Sheridan Highway.
You can walk.
No, I've got a 17-year-old baby.
Oh, he does have a DD.
What's the
Listen,
tattoo
I'm
on your
available.
shoulder with
She
the reddish color?
Hey, she said drive me home.
By the way, if you guys out there and you get
Been
drunk
drunk.
on New Year's, call Kim Cheeseman at 501. Nah,
She's going to charge
$5 a mile.
$50 trips, but 30 of it's going to Dad's After Dark.
Sure.
well, boys, I said we wrap up this week.
Yeah, but I gotta go home.
Just one more thing. I mean, I know we ain't touched on it. It's a touch, but the people that were hit by the tornadoes, man. We gotta throw it out there. Y'all keep them in your prayers, man. They got
Frank-
a long ways to go. So.
Frank actually went, had to go kind of on the outs. He had to go through Tennessee up into Kentucky and was hitting some of the outskirts, not the town that got hit that had the factories, but he called me and he said that there was just trees down everywhere. And he wasn't even in the worst part of it.
It's horrible,
Did
man.
you see
We've
where they
experienced
said-
it all around here. I mean, we've had them run up all down right around
Yes.
us. All.
Right.
We've all
Chico,
experienced some
yeah.
of it, but man, they got leveled pretty hard. You got to just keep them in your prayers, man. And
Well, and that's what my father-in-law does. He is the disaster relief coordinator for the United Methodist Conference, and every time stuff like this happens, they're there within a day or so, assessing damage and figure out what needs to be done and what resources they need to gather together. And but anyways, what I was saying is, the last I saw, they said that it was one tornado that hit four states.
Four
It
states.
wasn't
It
like
was
an
over.
F5?
Yeah, it was over 200
they said
miles
it was on the ground for 200 miles.
Yep.
And if it does,
And F5 is
if,
like the hand of God.
if they do
Yes.
the 200 miles, they said it'd be the longest one that's ever stayed on the ground that way.
That is so crazy.
I think the one March 1st that we had was at 97.
Yes,
That
March
one was
97.
that
Was
one
that the
was
day that we had like more than one and like one? I think
yeah,
one of them
but
was an F5.
this one was
bad
an
right here,
F5
man.
that
That was-
blew through here. It came through and completely wiped out Sardis. It was
Yes.
Butler Mobile Home Park.
Yep.
And it went over, it like crossed over Arch Street right out there by
Yep, Dixon Road.
And hit all the way down.
So
Dixon.
I was on the fire department at the time.
Frank was in the National Guard. He worked that one.
I was working. It was called Kurt Zorn Motors, and it was crazy as we were outside out front. And the sirens are going off. You can see the darkness of the cloud coming up I-30 from the hot springs from Malvern area, and you could see the path. We were watching it. You could see where it went. And one of the guys that was with us, he was an older guy, and he's like, "Hey, so and so, what is that way?" And he was like, "Sardis." Sardis, Bryant, Bauxite, it's going through that path towards Sardis and Bryant, Bauxite and all that. And the guy was like, "Oh my God, I need somebody to take me to Sardis." And was like, "Why?" He was like, him and his sister are the only two living members of their family left. And she lived in Butler Mobile Home Park.
Oh, wow.
And he was like, "Somebody's got to get me there." And I was like, "Let's ride." I had a little S10 lowrider. I was like, "Let's get it, dude." We jumped in the truck, dude, cranked the speakers up, and I hauled ass. We beat the tornado to the park. Didn't know we'd beat it there. We get there, and we're like, "Okay, everything looks fine." And we're inside, and we're talking to the sister, and she's like, "Yeah, I heard it's coming this way." And then you hear this, and I was like, "What is that noise?"
Damn,
Is there-
did I leave my truck on?
well, no, I'm like, "Is there a train track close?" And they're like, "No." And I was like, "I hear like a train." And they were like, "No." And I step outside and I said, "Oh my God." And I ran back inside, and there was right inside, there was a twin mattress on the ground. And don't ask me why. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I grabbed the mattress and I ran back outside, out of the trailer.
I'm sleeping outside, fuckers.
There was a culvert right there in the front. I laid on my back and grabbed the little handles on the mattress and pulled it down to me, and I just held it. And a couple times, I almost felt like I was about to fly away.
Did you leave him and his sister?
Screw them. It's every man. You ain't got to outrun your buddy.
That was
You
the
just got
last
to
time I
outrun
ever saw Bobby and Sue.
What was that? You ain't got to outrun the bear. You just got to outrun your buddy. So
Yeah.
I'm laying in that culvert out in front of the mobile home, and I'm holding on to this mattress, and it was all I could do at one point. I thought I was fixing to fly away. Like it was kind of coming up, and what the hell? Well, then everything just went silent.
You're in the middle of it.
No, it was done.
Oh, was it?
I let go of the mattress. I threw it off of me, and I set up. And I don't remember how many mobile homes were in that trailer park. But when I set up, there was 4 that I could see. And that was the one in front of me, beside me, behind me, and to my right. Those 4 didn't have a scratch on them. All the other ones were like there was insulation in the trees, and I was like,
Yeah, that's one of the things that I remember is like you for like a couple of years,
Yes.
you would drive down, like if you went down Atwood to Chico
Yep.
right there, or if you were going down Dixon, you would just pass insulation and,
Yep.
and metal sheeting, and it was still just
wrapped
hanging
in the
from
trees. But it was
yes.
crazy as my truck didn't have a lick of dirt on it, nothing. And it was like, what's that way? And they're like, Arch Street. And I was like, oh my God, it's my turn to leave now. I had to go. It took me an hour to get back over here. Everything was shut down, locked down. But tornadoes, man, when that one came through Valonia and stuff a few years back, was it March or the 2010 tornado that came through that also hit us here again on the fire trucks? There was a neighborhood in Valonia that the helicopter showed a photo of. And if you took the neighborhood, and let's just say that it's 7th Street. That's the name of the road right here. Every single thing on the right-hand side of 7th Street was gone. There was the majority of the houses on the left side of 7th Street that didn't even have a shingle missing.
Yep.
Now, how could something so powerful have such a fine line of destruction?
Well, I remember driving through there because my father-in-law and my mother-in-law were up there working, doing disaster relief stuff, and just the amount of houses that all that was left was a foundation and a safe room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was nothing else. You see rebar coming out of the ground, and that was it.
So
So when Frank and I first got married, or when we first had Zach's 2001, Alabama got leveled.
Right.
It was like
go Hawks.
it was.
Oh,
so,
wait.
it,
Sorry.
it hit Tuscaloosa. I think
Wrong
it was
game.
Tuscaloosa that got hit the worst. What if I remember? This was in 2001, 2002.
It was, yeah.
I think it was Tuscaloosa that got hit, and there were
Right.
some other cities. Anyway, we wound up driving to it was like on the outskirts of that to pick up a car. And it was so weird because you go and there's houses and houses, and all of a sudden you hit like a line and everything's fine, and then all of a sudden it's like destruction.
Yep.
Like there's like a line. I mean, it's just a demarcation of fine and not.
We
That-
don't use those kind of words on this
sorry.
show.
The one that came through on March 1st, when it got to Dixon Road, the two things that blew my mind is there used to be a boulder that set, what's the name of the road?
On the ground.
Right. You turn right on the
That's
Dixon
a nice
Road
boulder.
off of Arch Street. You go up and around the corner, and there's a little housing area
Yeah.
right there.
Yep.
There was a boulder about as big as a Volkswagen that sat there forever. When that tornado come through, that boulder was sitting in the middle, or right on the edge of the intersection right there at Dixon and Arch. The house that was beside the boulder, it was a 2-story house. The tornado picked the house up off of the foundation, moved it 12 feet to the right of the foundation, and set it back down on the ground. There was not a busted window. There was not a shingle missing. There was nothing wrong with the house. And had you not known that it wasn't sitting on its foundation, you
It looked
would
like it's fine.
It was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. Like nothing. And
Can't take a shit. The plumbing's fucked up.
there's dirt on the ground.
In the, I don't know if it's still there, but in the Museum of Discovery downtown, they used to have a tornado, like,
Little,
thing.
yep.
no, like a room. So you walk up, and the outside of the where you go in is like a picture of a house. There's like a fork sticking in the wall, and like a bike on the roof, and
Right.
it looks like the outside of the house. Well, you walk in, and you kind of walk back, and you're in a make believe cellar.
Right.
But they have windows that show, and they start showing the footage from Channel 11 from the 98 or 97 tornadoes. As you're watching this, it's literally you can see the sky outside these windows changing colors the way it changed that day, and they start playing the noises that people
Yep.
were heard. It's everybody says it's the closest thing you can ever be to experiencing being in a tornado without actually being in a
Right.
tornado. It's the freakiest thing. Like you can almost, your brain almost feels like the barometric pressure is changing. It's so bizarre. If
it's
you ever get a chance
scary.
to go down there, it's cool.
Another word we don't use here.
I'm not a. It's scary.
I'm gonna leave so you can use small words.
That one that came through in 2010, we were living over on Mel Route, and it literally lifted up. From what I could tell, I walked out into the woods behind the house. It was about 250 yards behind the house is when the last bit of damage was done to the trees, and it set down about 300 yards on the other side of the house, and then cut a path from Ironton Road to the next state. And like that was, I'll never forget. John Payne. It was me, Matt Matchett, John Payne, and someone else were on Ironton
You said you never forget.
No,
You just
I'm
forgot.
talking about John.
I'll
I'll never forget
people I was
that. I
with
just don't
except for
remember.
so-and-so.
I don't
You remember
remember.
who it was?
I don't remember the last person that was with us. But
Rodney.
we
Rodney's so quick.
have
he
a
is on it tonight.
we have an oak tree. It's about 100-year-old oak tree that's laying across Ironton. We're trying
I think
to,
it was 99 years old.
72 and a half. We're trying to get this tree cut so we can get past it. 100 yards away, we can hear this lady screaming, yelling for help. She's trapped in her house. We can't get to her until we get this tree done. Sirens are going off again. Our radio traffic starts going off. Tornado is on the ground. It's coming up Chico or Atwood, yada, yada, yada. We look up. We can see the funnel cloud. It's coming right to us, and Matt is kind of like in freak-out mode. He was like, oh, my God, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And John looks him dead in his face, just as calm as he could. He says, I don't know what we're going to do, but our names are going to look good on that memorial. Yes, sir. Let's get to cut that tree. We got shit to do.
Right?
Well, guys, thank you so much for letting me hang out with y'all.
Oh
tonight.
yeah,
And
thank you for coming
my
and
card
thank you for
and-
everything you do.
No, I
Yep.
really don't do that much.
Crown
You
cookies.
do a
Definitely
lot.
definitely not $100.
I think
worth.
she's right. Let's
Look,
give it back.
You're our top salesperson. Number one, you're our biggest fan. Like, no, you do way more.
I really don't, but thank you.
You
We-
do.
we
But
love you.
Y'all go enjoy it. I'm sure
Yeah.
y'all can find something over there to
Yes.
Find a date.
eat. And if they bring the rolls and you don't want them, box them up, bring them
I'll
here.
Send them on.
Oh, we'll take them.
I'll
Make
drop
sure
them
you
off
get the
on a Wednesday
butter.
night.
If it don't have the butter, it's not the same.
And remember, next Wednesday night we'll be in here. We'll do. We playing Dirty Santa.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Dirty Santa.
Dirty
we're
Santa.
gonna have our dads after
I thought
dark.
y'all said Dirty Sanchez.
Do you know what that is?
It's a whole other
absolutely.
holiday.
Hey, look, our live feed just got banned again. No, we're gonna do our dads after dark Christmas party live right here with
If
the
any of
wives.
y'all want to come, send us a message and we'll shoot you the address.
Maybe, maybe it may not be the address you want to go to, but
I didn't say what address.
right. So anyway,
Send them all to Dylan's house.
we'll see
There
y'all
you
next
go.
week for a very merry Christmas. And no, Mary's not cooking.
Good, thank God.
Well,
Guys,
you
do
guys
it.
have a good evening.
All right, Kimmy. Guys, do us a favor. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like and follow our Facebook page. Find us on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. TikTok. We're back on TikTok. Find
Yeah,
us
we're actually fixing
We're
to read
about
a
to go
book.
on TikTok.
There you go. We can go on over to Dads After Dark, Dads After Dark Radio on TikTok. If you're feeling generous, want to give us some money, do so at $ Dads After Dark Radio on Cash App. Also, PayPal Dads After Dark Radio. We do have a few T-shirts and sweatshirts left to sell. We don't have very many. We have a few. And if you should really get in our football square contest, spend $10, possibly win $125, $250,
We got
went
some
up to
marijuana
five.
cookies. that Kim
$375,
made.
$500.
Cam made some marijuana
They're
cookies.
medical.
Okay, whatever. I don't care what you call them.
I love them.
They're
Those are
still
great.
weed cookies.
Hey, y'all jump over to TikTok. We'll
Bye,
see y'all in a little
Cam.
bit.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Mama Cheesy.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next
Facebook.
Wednesday night right
Bye.
here. Same dad station, same dad channel.
Bicycle.
Yeah, that's after dark. You already know. Moms in the morning suck.
Dads after dark, grilling in the park, making back ribs on the grill. Me and my wife, Netflix and chill. Sweet tea, roller cooler, lawnmowers, blah blah blah. Moms in the morning, they talking, it's kinda boring. Bourbon, Velcro, New Balances, tatted on my nose. Mickey G, funny packs, that's on me. Blue jean shorts, yeah, that kinda short. Dads after dark, dads after dark, dads after dark, dads after dark, dads after dark.